What's up guys, this is your favorite fanfic YouTuber, the Fanfic Majesty, and welcome to another amazing video. You can follow me on Patreon for exclusive stories. 1 centigram 1. A bad life needs no explanation, asking for flowers. Konoha 60 years, at night, the moon and stars are sparse. Two figures, one large and one small, are sitting on the Hokage rock. Bai Yu, have you really decided? The wind blew Iruka's hair, raising his sorrow. Wouldn't it be better to become a real ninja, protect Konoha, and protect this land? Do you want to give up this honor? Are you really willing to give it up? In the eyes of disbelief, with a trace of hatred that iron cannot become steel. Heartbroken is the most appropriate way to describe Iruka's mood at this moment. Bai Yu is a student in his class. The qualifications are mediocre, but the results have always been at the middle level. If you want to graduate successfully, there is no problem. However, today this would be Genin actually asked me to withdraw from school. Teacher Iruka, now that the matter has come to an end, I won't hide it anymore. In fact, I have always had a crush on Uncle Sho's daughter, Miss Sakuras. Bai Yu smiled awkwardly, with a suitable shyness on his face. I have received the education of the will of fire since I was a child. I love this land more than my own life, but I love Miss Calamus even more. Becoming a ninja is my dream. But ninja is the most dangerous profession. I am not afraid of death, but I am afraid that I will never see her again after death. Teacher Iruka, please forgive my selfishness, I'm sorry. 2 lines of crystal tears fell from his cheeks. Bai Yu seemed to feel guilty for rejecting the honor of being a ninja, and seemed to blame himself for hating the love between his children. Miss Iris. How old are you two? Iruka was stunned for a moment, and then thought that children in the ninja world are relatively precocious, so it is not strange to like a girl who is a few years older than him. Seeing that Bai Yu's demeanor and tone didn't seem to be pretending, but very firm, Iruka had to sigh. Bai Yu, becoming a ninja is not a small thing. Don't back down. The teacher understands your feelings, but I also hope that you can think carefully and give you 3 days off. After 3 days, no matter what your choice is, teachers respect you. Gently patted Bai Yu's shoulder. After saying a few words of comfort, Iruka left the Hokage rock after a few ups and downs. Phew. Done. Bai Yu wiped away tears and raised a smile on his lips. Fortunately, I was an actor in my previous life. Otherwise, it would have been difficult to deceive these experienced ninjas. Yes, Bai Yu is a time traveler. Traveled to the Hokage world 1 day ago. A typical orphan start, with both parents dead. No blood inheritance, no talent, no background. In this world where cheaters are everywhere, Bai Yu, who has not yet cheated, simply chooses to lie down and drop out of school decisively. He deeply understands that ordinary genin are just cannon fodder. In this case, why not just be a civilian and live out your life peacefully? Nagato will be in trouble when he comes to Konoha to carry rice. But then Nagato will resurrect the people he killed. Infinite Tsukuyomi has a disaster. But it will soon be destroyed by the saviors. There is no safer identity than being an ordinary person in Konoha. Live your own little life well and find a gentle wife. If it doesn't nourish you, won't it smell good? Leave the matter of fighting and killing to those lucky sons of Naruto Sasuke. I am only responsible for marrying and having children, and contributing to the Konoha family, haha. Bai Yu smiled, stood up and was about to leave, but at this time, a strange scene suddenly appeared in front of him. Uchiha Izuna. Another boring day. Close black lens bracket, Senju Hashirama. So bored that I don't want to talk at all. Close black lens bracket. Senju Tobirama. It has been 10 years, but Konoha has become weaker and weaker. I wonder when Monkey will be able to restore the glory of Konoha's #1 ninja village. Close black lens bracket. Namikaze Minato. Wherever the wooden leaves are flying, fire is endless. Nadime, I firmly believe that the fire will one day illuminate the entire ninja world. Close black lens bracket. Kushina. Minato, I miss you. Close black lens bracket, Namikaze Minato. I miss you too, Kushina. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Close black lens bracket. This is a chat group. Looking at the rows of information, Bai Yu was a little confused. System. Cheat. Still, it seems that these people have joined the chat group for more than a day or two. The chat group has been in existence for 10 years. Just when I was wondering, I saw rows of bright red special fonts scrolling from above the chat group. Open black lens bracket. Welcome Konoha Village Bai Yu to join the chat group. Close black lens bracket. Congratulations to Konoha Village Bai Yu for becoming the leader of this group. The special functions of this group have been activated. Close black lens bracket. The sudden information was like a drop of water entering a hot oil pan, exploding instantly. Uchiha Madara. Group leader. What's the origin of this new guy? Close black lens bracket. In the Pure Land world, Madara frowned slightly. 10 years ago, the emergence of the chat group was beyond his knowledge and control. He was extremely uneasy, fearing that his plans would be affected. But now, the chat group that had not changed much in 10 years suddenly had a so-called group leader, which gave Madara a vague premonition. Open black lens bracket Senju Hashirama. Bai Yu, White Fang, is this your descendant? It's such a pity that another member of your Bai family has died. Close black lens bracket. Hitaki Sakumo. Shodai, White Fang is just my nickname, my surname is not White. Third Rakage. Don't blame him. With first generation's IQ, it's not surprising to say such things. Close black lens bracket. Rakage sneered. He originally wanted to say that as long as someone from Konoha died, it would be a good thing, but he didn't dare to say it. After all, the banner just now reminded me that this newcomer is the group leader, and he seems to have some unknown special permissions. He would understand the principle of shooting the first bird. This chat group is quite interesting. Bai Yu was not in a hurry to speak, but watched everyone chatting for a long time and came to some conclusions. 1. The chat group appeared 10 years ago, and all the people in the group are the deceased souls of the ninja world. 2. After the death of people in the ninja world, whether in the Pure Land world or in the belly of Shinigami, they will be pulled into the group chat. 3. In every village in the world, new people die every day, so the seniors in the group are not ignorant of the outside world. On the contrary, current affairs in the group are updated very quickly. 4. Before Bai Yu joined the group, only the function of speaking was available in the group. After joining the group, many functions were activated. The group leader has great authority. He can ban people, kick people, share views, and receive rewards from group members. Rewards include but are not limited to combat experience, chakra, ninjutsu, and even blood succession limits. Bai Yu swallowed and became slightly excited. After all, the ability to receive rewards is invincible. There are so many strong seniors in Konoha, and a small reward from one person is enough for him to dominate the ninja world. But soon, Bai Yu took a deep breath. He suppressed the throbbing in his heart. Because he understands that it is not easy to get benefits from these people. As for using so-called bans, kicking out group chats and other threats, it is of no use to these strong people. If you really do that, it will make Konoha's seniors think that you have evil intentions, let alone reward him or something. Forget it. Why worry so much? Let it go. In the worst case, you can continue to be my dishonest salted fish. Bai Yu smiled casually. A message was sent out. Bai Yu. I am Bai Yu, a former Konoha village ninja student. I just applied to drop out of school today. I have met all of my seniors. Close black lens bracket. Bai Yu. I don't know how I became the so-called group leader. Also, I am not dead, I am still alive. 2. Made the beauty cry. Please give me flowers. What? Little brother Bai Yu, he likes me. Ichiraku Ramen. Iris looked at Iruka in disbelief. Bai Yu is a regular customer of the store. In other words, everyone in Konoha is a regular customer of Ichiraku Ramen. Bai Yu, this little guy, has an impression on Changpu. A perfect little boy, so handsome and tight. But Changpu only regards him as his younger brother and never thinks about anything else. Who makes the age gap between the two so big? No idea. That little brother actually always liked me. He even chose to drop out of school for his own sake. Choose to give up the honor of becoming a ninja. For a moment, Akoris was shocked, and at the same time, he couldn't help but feel shy and moved in his heart. After all, from childhood to adulthood, this was the first time a boy confessed his love to her. Although that confession was conveyed through Iruka. This was the first time that someone cared so much about her. Even though that boy is a few years younger than me. Yes, that's the case. Iruka smiled bitterly. Bai Yu's grades are very good, and he will definitely become an outstanding ninja on his own. I hope Miss Akoris can give him some good advice. If possible, which teacher doesn't want his students to live a peaceful life? Which teacher is willing to see his students licking blood from the tip of a knife and living a precarious life? Iruka loves every student. If it weren't for the different division of labor, he would have rushed to the front line to die for the students without hesitation. He doesn't even want anyone to become a ninja. However, in the Third War and the Nine Tails Rebellion, Konoha lost a large number of elites. The village is experiencing a period of recession and a shortage of talents. Under such circumstances, every ninja student trained by the school with a lot of resources is precious. All for the sake of the village, Iruka can only try his best to find ways to make Bai Yu change his mind. The other end, Bai Yu has returned to his hut. Lying on the tatami, watching the seniors quietly, blaming themselves. Senju Tobirama. Bastard. The worthless brat gave up becoming a ninja for a woman. Are you worthy of Konoha's cultivation for you over the years? Close black lens bracket. Hitaki Sakumo. No matter men or women, they all respect the strong, worship the strong, and despise the cowards. Bai Yu, your cowardly behavior will probably only make the people you love drift away from you. Close black lens bracket. Sarutobi Bawako. I really can't believe that you, who have received many years of fire education, would do such a stupid thing. Go back and apologize to your teacher and ask for forgiveness. Close black lens bracket. Might die. You are only 12 years old. Your youth should not fade so early, and your blood should not cool down so early. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Close black lens bracket. Bai Yu talked about his application to drop out of school. At the same time, the reason for dropping out of school was stated. All the Konoha seniors were immediately furious, everyone hated him and blamed him. As for the other heroic spirits of the ninja village, they remained silent. After all, they just learned about some of the group owners' privileges through the chat group. Don't say anything else. Just talking about banning and kicking people is already terrifying. Before the advent of chat groups, they endured endless loneliness in the Pure Land world. The emergence of chat groups allows them to communicate with their deceased friends. After 10 consecutive years, they have long been accustomed to it. As the saying goes, it is difficult to go from luxury to frugality. If you really say something that you shouldn't say, offend this small group leader, get kicked out, and return to endless loneliness, then the gain outweighs the loss. Bai Yu. What you said is absolutely correct. Close black lens bracket. A full hour. The seniors are almost tired of scolding. Bai Yu bubbled up slowly and calmly. Bai Yu. As for me, I am greedy for life and afraid of death, not enterprising, indecisive, weak and sentimental. Bai Yu put his hands behind his head and lay flat. You do whatever you want, I'll mess with it. He didn't say much insincere words. Even though he has been born in 2 lifetimes, Bai Yu's little savvy cannot be a match for the many elite ninjas in the group. It's too artificial and arouses suspicion. Sarutobi Bawako. Hey, this junior has lost his brave heart. Please stop trying to persuade him. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Senju Tobirama. Waste. Coward. You are not worthy to be my subject of Konoha. Close black lens bracket. Uchiha Izuna. It's true that one generation is inferior to the other. Close black lens bracket. Namikaze Minato. Don't say that, everyone. He is just an ignorant boy who has just started to fall in love. His mind is temporarily fascinated by love. It is not incomprehensible. I believe that the children of Konoha will bloom one day sooner or later. Bai Yu, I have confidence in you. Keep going. Close black lens bracket. Uzumaki Kushina. Yes, he is just a child as old as Naruto. Open black lens bracket. Close black lens bracket. A group of seniors once again expressed their hatred and anger. Only a few people, such as Namikaze Minato, who was as warm as the sun, and Kushina, who was overflowing with motherhood, said some gentle words. Senju Hashirama. Minato is right, and I think that there is only a division of labor in contributing to the village, and there is no distinction between high and low. Close black lens bracket. Senju Hashirama. It is impossible for all the people in Konoha to be soldiers. There must be someone who is responsible for being a cook, someone who is a doctor, and someone who is a ninja. Bai Yu's ideal is to marry Iris, become a restaurant owner, and bring delicious food to the villagers. This is the same. It can be regarded as a contribution to the village. Close black lens bracket. First generation is a bit funny, and its emotional intelligence is also a bit lacking. But as soon as the words are spoken, it highlights his unique ideas and values. Bai Yu. Haha, as expected of Shodai, this layout is really extraordinary. Close black lens bracket. Senju Hashirama. Ahahaha. That's natural. You guys can see that I have a big plan, so that's not a bad thing. Close black lens bracket. First generation was praised and felt very happy. Bai Yu. Also, thank you to Mr. Fourth Generation and Mr. Kushina who spoke for me just now. Close black lens bracket. Namikaze Minato. You're welcome. People will always be confused for a short period of time, but one day the clouds will clear and the sun will finally clear. I'm looking forward to your arrival on that day. Bai Yu. Close black lens bracket. Fourth generation is like light. You are very bright, and you can always warm others. Although there were only a few words, Bai Yu was slightly moved by the kind-hearted Nuenyang across the chat group. Uzumaki Kushina. Bai Yu, you said you are 12 years old, which means you are as old as my son Naruto. Have you met him? How tall is he now? Do you have a girl you like? Are you picky about eating? Are you bathing on time? Are you? Kushina started chattering away when Naruto was mentioned. She desperately wanted to know everything about her son. Despite these questions, she had already asked them more than once from recently deceased members of Konoha. Bai Yu. Of course I have. Naruto and I are in the same class. In order to thank Kushina-senpai for speaking up just now, tomorrow, I can let you borrow my eyes to take a look at your son. Close black lens bracket. Uzumaki Kushina. What? I can see Naruto. Close black lens bracket. I have an inexplicable urge to cry. Kushina was beyond excited. She had heard stories about the naughty Naruto from more than one person. But no matter how much I listen, it's not as good as seeing it with your own eyes. Bai Yu. Yes, as the leader of this group, I have the ability to share vision with the group members, you see. Close black lens bracket. A thought came to my mind. Bai Yu used the vision sharing function. Instantly, everyone in the chat group noticed that there was a scene in front of them, which was the cabin where Bai Yu was. 3. The first gift of kindness, a level ninjutsu, Senju Hashirama. It's still a familiar location, the familiar Hokage rock, but there are a few more people on it. Close black lens bracket. Senju Tobirama. Konoha has changed a lot. The faces of the villagers are all filled with happy smiles. It seems that the monkeys are really managing the village well.
Close black lens bracket. Uchiha Izuna. Uchiha has indeed been exterminated. It has been a long time since I saw even a single Uchiha member. Damn third Hokage. Close black lens bracket. Third Raikage. Sarutobi Hiruzen is ruthless, but he has to admit that he is an excellent ruler.
He does not control soldiers. The Uchiha clan is full of madmen due to the limit of blood inheritance. This kind of instability is not conducive to unity. Factors, no matter which ninja village it is placed in, will eventually be completely eradicated. Close black lens bracket. Kaiden Genzuki. Yes, but when it comes to ruthlessness, Sarutobi Hiruzen is not so good. After all, he left 2 seeds for Uchiha, one Sasuke and one Itachi. Close black lens bracket. Uchiha Mikoto. Fugaku. I miss Sasuke. Close black lens bracket. Uchiha Fugaku. Me too, but I miss Itachi even more. He was working undercover in the Akatsuki organization alone, and at the same time he was burdened with the confusion of other people in the village, and the resentment from his beloved brother. He is alive and better than those of us who have died. Still tired. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Close black lens bracket as Bai Yu wanders around the village. The seniors in the group sighed one after another. They know most of the secrets of the ninja world. The reason is simple. People die every day in the world. The ninjas of the 5 great ninja villages are dying, and ordinary villagers are dying. The traitorous ninja are dying, and so are members of various organizations, including Genbi, Anbu, and Akatsuki. And when you die and enter a group, there are all dead people in it. Talking to the dead, sharing the so-called secrets, plans, etc. from the lifetime is nothing. So, the Uchiha clan was wiped out and the group members knew that Itachi was an undercover agent. Orochimaru conducts human experiments, and Sarutobi Hiruzen releases the water to let the group members know about his escape. Danzo Fked Sharingan, and the group members knew it.
There are no more boys in the Senju clan, and the members know it. Naruto was called a demon fox, was looked down upon, and his life was not easy, etc. Everyone in the group clearly understood this.
They knew everything they needed to know. Right and wrong, everyone has his own scale in his heart. Bai Yu. That's where Naruto lives. Close black lens bracket. Bai Yu glanced at Naruto's residence from afar, then quickly turned his gaze to look elsewhere. Third Raikage. You can't tell, but this is a cautious little guy. Close black lens bracket.
Uchiha Izuna. Well, the field of view has been shared, and we can hear him speak, but he still chose to send a message and turned his gaze in time. The purpose was to prevent the roots of Anbu lurking near Nine Tails Jinchuriki's residence. The ninja noticed something strange. Close black lens bracket. Senju Tobirama. Is this a subconscious act? He's really good material to be a ninja, but it's a pity that he doesn't cherish his talent. Alas. Close black lens bracket. Regarding Bai Yu's caution, the group members gave high recognition. Bai Yu. I just want to live a little longer for the woman I love. Seniors, get rid of those so-called ideals and truths, and tell the truth from your heart. Isn't Genin just cannon fodder? Close black lens bracket. Bai Yu. My talent is mediocre, I have no background, no strength, and no bloodline limit. After working hard, I will only be a chunin in the end, and there is a high probability that I will die as cannon fodder before I become a chunin. Close black lens bracket. Bai Yu. Since I said I am cannon fodder, how much contribution can I make to Konoha? Too limited. Rather than being a cannon fodder who can only shout, "Long live Konoha," before dying, I would rather bear the name of a coward and stay with the woman I love. Close black lens bracket. Second Tsuchikage. Little guy, although I despise your idea, what you said is indeed the truth. The ninja world is based on talent and blood inheritance. These determine the upper limit of a ninja. Close black lens bracket. Ghost Lantern Yu. Haha, daring to admit one's weakness is also a kind of bravery. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Senju Tobirama. Ridiculous. Genin might die, with his own efforts, opened the 8 inner gates, and in an instant, he severely damaged the famous 7 ninja swordsmen. Who said hard work is useless? Close black lens bracket. Uchiha Izuna. Haha, if hard work works, why do you need a genius? Might Dai has announced the secret of 8 inner gates in detail in the group. I would like to ask, how many of you think you can practice it? Close black lens bracket. Namikaze Minato. I can't do it. Close black lens bracket. Hitaki Sakumo. I should be able to drive to the 5th gate. Close black lens bracket. Uchiha Izuna. So, do you really think this is a technique that can be mastered just through hard work? A few days ago, one of Kakashi's subordinates died. He said that with Kakashi's extraordinary talent, he could only open the 8 inner gates to the 1st gate. Close black lens bracket. Uchiha Izuna. Might Dai is not only a hardworking genius, he is also a genius with a real talent for physical arts, understand? So, you idiot Tobirama, in the ninja world, talent outweighs hard work. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Senju Tobirama. This, close black lens bracket. Second generation was speechless for a moment. Although he didn't want to admit it. But in the end I had to agree with what Bai Yu said. That is, in the ninja world, what matters is blood and talent. Just relying on so-called hard work is useless. The effort is over. At most, he's just a stronger cannon fodder. Bai Yu. The eyes of the seniors are really sharp. Close black lens bracket. By linking hard work with futility, it indirectly proves that no matter how hard he works, it is useless. It is better not to work hard, and it is better to be a restaurant owner and make a great contribution to Konoha. Bai Yu has successfully made a small change in his position as a group member. Mental image. At this moment, in the eyes of many people, Bai Yu gave up being a ninja not entirely because he was greedy for life and fearful of death, and was irresponsible. It is a kind of helplessness after seeing through the nature of the ninja world. To be honest, Bai Yu's positive image has been slightly improved. Senju Tobirama. Don't be complacent, kid. I really can't refute your argument that your efforts are useless for the time being, but that doesn't mean I approve of your cowardly attitude. Close black lens bracket. Bai Yu. I'm not proud, and I don't care what you think of me. There are 1,000 Sarutobi Hiruzen in the eyes of 1,000 people. Right and wrong are not that important sometimes. Close black lens bracket. Bai Yu. Kushina senpai, I won't go into Naruto's residence. He suddenly approaches Nine-Tails Jinchuriki inexplicably. I'm afraid of being caught and tortured in the interrogation room. Tomorrow, I will go to the ninja school to let you see him with your own eyes. Close black lens bracket. Uzumaki Kushina. Okay, thank you so much, Bai Yu. I just looked at the reward function. I will give you a sealing technique. I hope it will bring my blessing and help you find the dawn of the future again. Close black lens bracket. Tip. Uzumaki Kushina, a member of the group, rewards the group leader for ninjutsu, sealing technique, adamantine sealing chains. Close black lens bracket. Kushina chose to give away this A-level ninjutsu. Of course she has her intentions. When this technique is used, multiple chakra chains extend from the back, which can be used as powerful offensive weapons and can even be used to suppress Nine-Tails. But the premise is that a strong chakra is needed as support. Otherwise, the power that can be exerted is very limited. Kushina just hopes that Bai Yu can practice well and not give up on himself. New book released, a flower will be updated 10 times on the first day. The more data you add, the more powerful it will be. I hope those who like this book will support it. 4. An unexpected surprise, all for the village please ask for flowers. Inside the house, several golden chains suddenly shot out from behind Bai Yu. But the afterimage flickered and disappeared. Instead, there was the sound of heavy breathing. Bai Yu. After just a preliminary activation, all my chakra was consumed. Close black lens bracket. Wiping the beads of sweat on his forehead, Bai Yu finally understood why many A-level ninjutsu were listed as forbidden technique. Why are ninja students not taught to advanced ninjutsu when they are in school? Whether you learn or not, you will put it aside first. Even if you master it, without the huge chakra as a support, the enemy will take advantage of it if you are not careful because the chakra is exhausted. Senju Tobirama. This is the unique ability of the Uzumaki clan. I didn't expect Bai Yu to be able to use it in an instant, but he just didn't have enough chakra. Is this the power of reward? Can someone completely master advanced ninjutsu in an instant? Close black lens bracket. This surprise is no small matter. No need for time accumulation. No need for painful training. No innate understanding is required. With just a click of a reward, you can cultivate a peerless warrior. Third Raikage. Great, please reward the group leader, and together we can create the strongest ninja. The ninja world has been fighting for years, and the people are in dire straits. It's time to end this troubled world. Close black lens bracket. Kaiden Wanyu. Yes, I have long hoped that an invincible strong man would appear and unify the ninja world. Close black lens bracket. Second Tsuchikage. At that time, there were no longer the so-called 5 major ninja villages competing for supremacy. The entire ninja world was one family. I also agree with this view. Close black lens bracket. First Cage. Bai Yu, the future of the ninja world rests entirely on your shoulders. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Close black lens bracket. The seniors of Konoha haven't spoken yet. The other cages of the 4 ninja villages all stood up at the same time to support Bai Yu. It is recommended to gather the strength of the entire chat group to create a powerful existence that has never been seen before or since. Are these uneasy and kind-hearted guys deliberately using this method to arouse the vigilance of Konoha seniors? Bai Yu cursed secretly. He didn't believe that the cage from the 4 ninja village would be so kind. As expected, seeing this, second Hokage was the first to sing the opposite tune. Open black lens bracket Senju Tobirama. No. Bai Yu is a person who is cynical and unwilling to make progress, especially without the will of fire in his heart. If such a person is allowed to master unprecedented force, the consequences will be disastrous. Close black lens bracket. Senju Hashirama. Tobirama, it is not as serious as you said, but Bai Yu is indeed still young and immature. As a senior, he He can do it with appropriate help, but it is better not to teach overly powerful ninjutsu and skills for the time being. Close black lens bracket. First generation is just a little silly, but not stupid. He did not dare to risk the safety of Konoha and the safety of the ninja world entirely on a child. If Bai Yu is really given the ability to save the world, who knows whether such a little guy will choose to save the world or destroy it in the end. Don't say that Bai Yu's previous performance was bad. Even if he behaves very positively, and with very positive energy, first generation will not so hastily allow everyone in Konoha to teach him his powerful skills. After all, people change. Before Bai Yu was truly recognized by everyone, there was no way to acquire heaven-defying skills. Of course, the other way around. Once Bai Yu has completely gained the recognition of Konoha seniors, then the seniors will not hide their secrets. The combination of Konoha's heritage is enough to make Bai Yu the number one in the ninja world today. Hatake Sakumo. I obey Shodai's orders. Close black lens bracket. Red Yuhi. I obey Shodai's orders. Close black lens bracket. Hyuga Hazashi. I obey Shodai's orders. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Namikaze Minato. I obey Shodai's orders. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Close black lens bracket. Although everyone has become a dead soul, no one can really control anyone anymore. But everyone in Konoha still respect and obey the orders of the first generation. Third Raikage. What a bunch of idiots. The opportunity to end the chaos in the ninja world is right in front of you, but you are hesitant like women. Close black lens bracket. Ghost Lantern Yu. Yes, Bai Yu group leader, I originally wanted to help you reach the top of the ninja world, but you seniors didn't agree. Second Tsuchikage. That's all, it's something that even the seniors of Konoha don't agree with. We old guys shouldn't join in the fun and reward ninjutsu, so as to avoid any accidents in the future. Those guys blame us for provoking war in the ninja world. Close black lens bracket. First cage. Yeah, close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Close black lens bracket. The past cages of the four ninja village were sending out messages in a high-sounding tone, with the corners of their mouths raised in joy. Unification of the ninja world. No more war. If they really had this awareness, they should have proposed it when Senju Hashirama divided the tailed beasts. They were just afraid that Bai Yu would really become a peerless powerful man and harm the interests of their descendants. Bai Yu. The behavior of villains is disgusting. Do you deserve to be called a shadow? Do you really think that without your reminder, all the seniors in Konoha would give me abilities without thinking? Do you really think that I am as easy to deceive as a 3-year-old child and cannot see your intentions? Close black lens bracket. Senju Hashirama. I've seen it all, you guys are really despicable. Although Bai Yu is young, it's not hard to see that he is a scheming man. You guys should stop doing this in the future. Countertops do the trick. Close black lens bracket. Uchiha Izuna. Well done. Swear loudly. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Close black lens bracket. Bai Yu started to attack directly, with assists from first generation and Uchiha Izuna. The four ninja village shadows were so embarrassed that they were embarrassed to speak. In fact, their structure is not small. He also knew that even if he and others did not remind him, people in Konoha would not easily reward Bai Yu. But they are afraid. They don't dare to gamble. Wood Style by Senju Hashirama, Big Buddha. Uchiha's Mangekyo. Second generation's forbidden technique. Might wears 8 inner gates, Namikaze Minato Flying Thunder God. Pick anyone out at random, and they are all beings who look down upon the ninja world. If all these are concentrated in one person, plus endless chakra support, he will be truly invincible. For the sake of my own ninja village. For the sake of my descendants. Even if the cages of the four ninja village bear the name of villain, they have to be evil people for once. Bai Yu. It's getting late, I'm going to bed first. Seniors, see you tomorrow. Close black lens bracket. After sending a message, Bai Yu was ready to close the chat group. Regarding Third Raikage and others, he did not ban people, send them air tickets, or threaten them. Bai Yu's pattern is not that small either. After all, they were all once dominating figures, but they were scolded by a junior of their own to the point where they couldn't stop talking. This was the tone. But what he didn't expect was that in the chat group, reminders of rewards flashed one after another. Tip. Group member Third Raikage, reward the group leader, body flicker technique. Tip. The group members ghostly show the moon and reward the group leader, water style Zhu Shui Yi Na Yuan. Tip. Group member Second Tsuchikage, reward the group leader, earth style Zhu Earth substitute. Promote. First cage for group members, reward the group leader, wind style Zhu Great Breakthrough. Open black lens bracket. Close black lens bracket. Waves of mysteries flooded into my body and mind. Although they are all basic ninjutsu, most of them are sea level. But for Bai Yu now, it is considered a considerable fortune. Third Raikage. Damn it, Lousy has been a righteous person all his life, but he didn't want to die but fell into the lower class, making the younger generation laugh and feel ashamed. Bai Yu, Lousy, Let me tell you clearly, I can't give you any powerful techniques. This body flicker technique is an apology for the trick on you just now. Close black lens bracket. Ghost Lantern Wanyu. I'm sorry, I'm ashamed of my reputation as a shadow, but if it happens again, I will still make the choice I just made, all for the sake of the village. Close black lens bracket. Second Tsuchikage. Haha, yes, everything is for the village. Close black lens bracket. First Cage. Am I the only one who rewards because I am afraid of being banned or kicked out by the angry group leader? Close black lens bracket. Senju Hashirama. Haha, Cage, you are still so funny. Close black lens bracket. Senju Tobirama. Humph, that's more or less the same. This is the magnanimity a movie should have. Correct it when you know it's wrong, and have the courage to admit it, even if the person you're apologizing to is just a junior. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Close black lens bracket. Look at the messages in the group. Bai Yu also smiled. Sure enough, those who can become a shadow are not ordinary people. They are willing to put down their dignity and apologize to me as a junior. It is rare. I didn't say anything like I forgive you. He didn't say anything like thanking his seniors for the rewards. Bai Yu directly cut off the connection with the chat group and lay down on the tatami to rest. 5. I can't compare with the calamus who comes to my door. Morning, Hinata. Good morning Iruka-sensei. Good morning Sakura-chan. Good morning Iruka-sensei. Quote. At the entrance of the ninja school, Iruka greeted his classmates with a smile and said hello. His eyes were looking around, as if expecting something. Bai Yu, morning. Have you finally figured it out? Iruka's excited smile contained a bit of bitterness and helplessness. The excitement comes from the renewed motivation of students to come to school. The bitterness and helplessness are because becoming a ninja is doomed to a life of bloodshed. Teacher Iruka, I just want to come to school again. I am still determined to drop out of school. Bai Yu said. Haha, why not come and take a look? Iruka smiled and scratched his head, not completely disappointed. In his opinion, Bai Yu's behavior has shown that he still can't let go of the glory of Genin in his heart, and things may turn around. Look at the teacher, look at the classmates. Maybe your blood boils, it resonates, and you figure it out. Soon, Bai Yu came to the classroom. Looking around, he saw Uzumaki Naruto who was making a fuss and being jealous with Sasuke. Uzumaki Kushina. Naruto, I didn't expect that he has grown so tall. Is that girl with pink hair the classmate that Naruto likes? Close black lens bracket. After seeing my son with my own eyes, Kushina felt as if she had knocked over the 5-flavor bottle. Excited, guilty, pity. She really wanted to hug her son and tell all the thoughts she had missed for more than 10 years. Bai Yu. Yes, that girl's name is Sakura, but she doesn't like Naruto. She likes the genius boy from the Uchiha family, Sasuke. In other words, the girls of the same age in school all have a common crush on Sasuke. Close black lens bracket. Senju Hashirama. Ha, that's understandable. Uchiha has a good bloodline, strong strength, and good looks. What girl wouldn't like it? Close black lens bracket. Uzumaki Kushina. What, Shodai? My Naruto is obviously a little boy too. Close black lens bracket. Namikaze Minato. Maybe Naruto is too lively, and girls nowadays prefer someone with a deeper temperament. Close black lens bracket. Uchiha Fugaku. Sasuke becomes indifferent because of hatred, while Naruto becomes strong in order to get out of the darkness. His liveliness is not pretended, but born towards the sun. I admire such children more. Close black lens bracket. Third Cage. Jinchuriki's fate is mostly miserable. It is not easy for this child to go through so much and yet his heart has not fallen. Close black lens bracket. Third Raikage. This child might actually become a Hokage in the future. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Close black lens bracket. The seniors in each village spoke highly of Naruto. They were familiar with Naruto's childhood. Learn more about Naruto's strength. Of course, no comparison means no harm. So someone took advantage of the situation again. Senju Tobirama. Bai Yu, look at Naruto, you are in darkness but your heart is bright, don't you feel ashamed that you are willing to fall? Close black lens bracket. Bai Yu. He is the 4th generation master of the genius, the son of the powerful Uzumaki clan Kushina Sr., with amazing chakra, excellent blood, and the strongest tailed beast in his body. Close black lens bracket. Bai Yu. And my parents are just ordinary genin. Naruto doesn't need to work hard to practice. If I practice for just a few years, I will never be able to catch up. Close black lens bracket. Bai Yu. When Naruto is in danger, the 9 tails chakra in his body will go berserk, turning danger into good fortune. Afterwards, you can also use the powerful vitality of the Uzumaki family and the huge chakra as the cornerstone. As long as you don't die, you can almost recover from your injuries after sleeping. Close black lens bracket. Bai Yu. But if I encounter danger, I will die. Is there any comparison between this? Close black lens bracket. Senju Tobirama. HMPH. Close black lens bracket. Yes, second generation was silenced again. Because he understood that what Bai Yu said was true. At this moment, Naruto looked dull, not very smart, and very pitiful. But the talent, heritage, and resources he possesses are the envy of countless ninjas. Hyuga Hazashi. Little Hinata, she has grown so big, she seems to be weaker than when she was a child. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket Uchiha Makoto. Does Sasuke really have no partner? Why? Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Close black lens bracket. Bai Yu's eyes didn't just stay on Naruto. Instead, he glanced around. Let the seniors in the group see their juniors. Not long after. Teacher Uruka walked into the classroom. The topic of the graduation exam is clone technique. When called, go to the next classroom in order. Bai Yu, are you coming? Uruka asked again. I'll just take a look outside. Bai Yu said. Okay. Uruka smiled bitterly and didn't force it. Naruto suddenly got a headache when he heard about the clone technique test. The whole person collapsed. Because that's what he's least good at. But there is no choice but to bite the bullet. Clone technique. Puff. There was a flash of white smoke. A half-dead clone appeared on the ground. Failed. Uruka had a dark look on his face, and Naruto was dejected. Teacher Mizuki on the side looked like a good old man and said that this was Naruto's third time taking the exam, so why not just let him pass? Senju Hashirama. Nine-Tails chakra raged inside Naruto's body, making it impossible for Naruto to condense the chakra together, and even the clones could not condense successfully. Close black lens bracket. Namikaze Minato. Yes, Naruto is still too young and has not been familiar with using Kurama's power. I believe he will get better in the future. Close black lens bracket. Hatake Sakumo. That guy named Mizuki doesn't look like a good person. Does he think that such kindness is to help the younger generation? Letting unqualified students pass the exam is no different from sending children to die. Close black lens bracket. Sarutobi Bawako. You are an irresponsible guy, not worthy of being my teacher in Konoha. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Close black lens bracket. None of the seniors laughed at Naruto's weak clone. And they all expressed their understanding. As for Mizuki's little trick, it was naturally impossible to hide it in front of everyone. Everyone could see that this guy had bad intentions. Bai Yu didn't say much about this. After saying hello to Uruka, just walked out of the ninja school. But what he didn't expect was that as soon as he left the school, he bumped into Miss Calamus dressed in white. Hi, Bai Yu, I have something I want to talk to you about, okay? Chongpu smiled, and then naturally held Bai Yu's hand like a big sister holding a younger brother. 6. Surprised Kakashi, good wine. 6/10. Calamus. Miss Calamus. Bai Yu suddenly looked embarrassed and flattered. What do you want from me? The little hands couldn't help but tremble. The head is slightly lowered. He seemed to be trying his best to control his panic. It's nothing, it's just that I heard Uruka Chunin say that you don't plan to become a ninja. Iris smiled sweetly. Seeing Bai Yu blush with embarrassment, she found it interesting but also inevitably felt shy. Oh, so that's what happened. Bai Yu nodded, a trace of shame flashed deep in his eyes. Yes, I don't want to be a ninja anymore, I think, it's good to be an ordinary person. Do not do that. With the fragrance soft in his arms, Calamus hugged Bai Yu gently, sighed softly, and said softly, pursue what you really love and fight for it. My sister will be proud of you. Her embrace is warm. Her words are powerful. She knew Bai Yu could understand what she meant. After speaking a few words, Chongpu showed a gentle smile, rubbed Bai Yu's little head again, turned and left. A voice sounded from not far away. Bai Yu, after you become a ninja, my sister will treat you to ramen. Uzumaki Kushina. Is this the girl Bai Yu likes, Iris? Close black lens bracket. Uchiha Makoto. So gentle. Close black lens bracket. Uzumaki Mito. What boy can resist such tenderness? I believe that with the encouragement of a chorus, Bai Yu will get back on his feet. Close black lens bracket. Sarutobi Bawako. I hope so, but I always feel that Iris just treats Bai Yu as a little brother, and that kind of love is the care of a sister for her brother. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Close black lens bracket. No one is going to make fun of Bai Yu. Because in the ninja world, not to mention a 12-year-old, even a 5 or 6-year-old can be emotionally attracted to the opposite sex. Everyone is precocious. Take this for granted. Third rakage. Is I the only one who felt the murderous aura from the bushes at 3 o'clock? Close black lens bracket. Ghost lantern Yu. I also noticed it through Bai Yu's eyes. It should be Genbu or Anbu's ninja. Close black lens bracket. Namikaze Minato. Yeah, but it stands to reason that Anbu wouldn't spy on anyone for no reason. Close black lens bracket. Senju Tobirama. Bai Yu, as a ninja student who has received the Will of Fire education since childhood, suddenly made an abnormal move of dropping out of school, which naturally attracted attention and had to be observed. Close black lens bracket. The children of the 5 great ninja villages are all proud of becoming ninjas, and all regard becoming a Kage as their lifelong dream. Only those who squeeze their heads and rush into the school. How could anyone drop out of school when they see they are about to become a ninja? This is why Bai Yu pretended to be shy and embarrassed just now, because he knew that there were countless pairs of eyes staring at him, overtly or secretly. You have to do the whole thing when acting, otherwise you will get into trouble. Senju Hashirama. Bai Yu, with the ninjutsu given to you by your seniors yesterday, you are already better than many ordinary genin. With the encouragement from the kid from a chorus just now, do you still not want to be a ninja? Close black lens bracket. First generation took the lead in asking the questions that mattered most to everyone. Bai Yu. I don't want to. The better Ms. Calamus treats me, the more reluctant I am to leave her. I am afraid that after becoming a ninja, something will happen during the mission and I will never see her again. Close black lens bracket. Bai Yu. This is pretty good now. Regardless of whether Miss Akoris accepts my feelings or not, at least in Konoha, I can see her every day. Close black lens bracket. It had only been a day since he traveled. It is impossible to have any feelings for Akoris. It's nothing more than using it as a shield. However, whether it's an excuse or fate, since Bai Yu has forged a bond with Chongpu by accident, Bai Yu doesn't mind actually becoming a couple with her in the future. Open black lens bracket Senju Tobirama. There is no cure. Close black lens bracket. Senju Hashirama. Hey, this kid is still too demotivated, it's really a headache. Close black lens bracket. Namikaze Minato. Give Bai Yu some more time, I believe he will cheer up. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Close black lens bracket. Seeing how unmotivated this junior is. The seniors also had headaches. Bai Yu. Everyone has his own ambitions, and you can't force them. Okay, Kushina senpai, I have done what I promised you last night. Konoha has also gone around in a circle. The seniors have seen what they should see. Now I have to go home and start preparing to open a store. Close black lens bracket. He is an orphan, living on his parents' inheritance and Konoha pension. But the pension cannot be paid for life. The inheritance will eventually be spent. Bai Yu had to start thinking about his livelihood. Akamaiki Naraku. Boy Bai Yu, what store are you going to open? A barbecue restaurant, a ramen restaurant, or selling meatballs? Close black lens bracket. Bai Yu. If I finally get married to Miss Akoris, I will naturally open a ramen restaurant, but now, I am planning to sell wine. Close black lens bracket. Uchiha Izuna. Kid, do you still know how to drink? Close black lens bracket. Bai Yu. I know a little bit. Close black lens bracket. In the blink of an eye, a month passed. Naruto, Sasuke, and little Sakura graduated successfully and entered the 7th class. Under the leadership of Hitaki Kakashi Jonin, many, boring, tasks were performed. Iruka came to persuade Bai Yu several times to no avail, so he had to give up with a sigh. Bai Yu makes wine every day, chats and jokes with the seniors in the group, and occasionally goes to Ichiraku Ramen to see Iris. He couldn't afford to open a tavern. I just set up a small stall in front of my house, with some fruit juice drinks and freshly brewed wine on it, and the cost was extremely low. The people of Konoha village are very enthusiastic, especially former classmates. Every time they pass by, they will buy a drink and take care of Bai Yu's business. The days were uneventful and comfortable. Evening. The setting sun stretched out several figures, large and small, in the distance. Bai Yu heard Naruto's complaints from a distance. Please, Teacher Kakashi, I don't want to help adults take care of their children, or buy things for neighboring villages, or help harvest sweet potatoes. I want to do some tasks that a real ninja should do. What answered him was a violent shudder. You are still newbies and have little experience. You need to accumulate slowly. It is not the time for you to go on dangerous missions yet. Kakashi put his left hand in his pocket and raised his right hand to make love. He said casually. Damn it. Naruto bared his teeth and claws. Sasuke frowned slightly and said coldly. Noisy, it's so annoying. Sasuke-kun, look, there is Bai Yu's drink stall in front of you. Let's go have a glass of juice together. Little Sakura said with a smile. Sasuke snorted slightly but didn't respond. Kakashi raised his eyelids subconsciously, glanced briefly and chuckled. Interesting, that coward who dropped out of school actually started selling alcohol today. Regarding Bai Yu's cowardly behavior, Kakashi also despises him from the bottom of his heart. But when I thought about the fact that the other person was an orphan after all and life was not easy, I thought of buying a glass of wine to take care of his business. Several people came closer. Naruto and the other 3 bought juices respectively and drank them happily without forgetting to praise them. Kakashi said calmly, I want a glass of sake. Huh. This feeling of clarity and transparency. Shaking the cup in his hand, Kakashi showed a hint of surprise under his black mask. During this period, the brewing technology of the ninja world was still very poor. There are lees in the wine, so it is called turbid wine. However, Bai Yu added pebbles to the liquor to precipitate it. Take the clear wine and sell it. It can be said that not only in Konoha, but also in the entire ninja world, this wine is unique. Well, the technology is far ahead. This is my secret sake. It's delicious. Bai Yu smiled and said, try it. Kakashi turned around, raised his mask and drank it all in one gulp. His eyes immediately lit up. Good wine. 7. It's never the village that's dark, it's the people. 7/10. Kid, the wine is good. It seems that your talent in business far exceeds your talent as a ninja. After finishing the glass of wine, Kakashi put on his mask and glanced at Bai Yu lightly. Thank you. Bai Yu collected the money and said with a smile, welcome to visit next time. I will. Kakashi waved his hand lazily, still walking and reading, and drifted away. Naruto and the other 3 little ones also paid and left. Although we were classmates, but they don't interact much with each other. Sasuke is used to being aloof, and Naruto is used to being lonely. Little Sakura's heart is always with Sasuke. Speaking of which, the 2 of them were strangers to Bai Yu at best, not close friends. Might die. Kakashi has changed so much. His temperament is so gloomy. If it weren't for that familiar mask, I wouldn't have recognized him. Close black lens bracket. Namikaze Minato. Tsukumo's death had a profound impact on Kakashi, as well as Rin's death, and Obito's death. Hey, it's all my fault as a teacher for not fulfilling my responsibilities. Close black lens bracket. Uzumaki Kushina. Speaking of Obito. How come I never see him talking in the chat group? Close black lens bracket. Namikaze Minato. Maybe Obito will never be able to forgive me as a teacher. Close black lens bracket. Nohara Rin. Mr. Minato, from the day we became ninjas, we have already had awareness. Neither I, Kakashi, nor Obito would blame you. Close black lens bracket. Uchiha Izuna. In the ninja world, everyone who dies will be pulled into the chat group. No one can bear the long loneliness. No matter how many hatreds were in life, they will all turn into a handful of Lois after death. After so many years, without saying a word, the only explanation is that Obito is not dead at all. Close black lens bracket. Nohara Rin. Obito, isn't he dead? Close black lens bracket. Uchiha Madara. Well, this possibility cannot be ruled out. Close black lens bracket. Madara sent a message with a dark look on her face. He couldn't wait to go up and give his sober brother 2 slaps. Obito is one of his most important chess pieces. If the group is full of dead people, that's it. But there is a living person named Bai Yu. This is the variable. Maybe in the future, the secret that Obito is still alive will be revealed due to Bai Yu's existence. Fortunately, there are many people in the group. You talk about heaven, he talks about earth. After a while, everyone's attention was diverted from Obito. Madara felt a little more at ease. Brainstorming is really powerful. As long as these seniors are willing to study, they can roughly deduce many so-called secrets. Bai Yu also smiled when he saw this. It was still early, so he was in no hurry to close the stall. Instead, he started practicing taijutsu on the side, and after about an hour, he switched to ninjutsu. This is what Bai Yu must do every day. Senju Tobirama. Boy, since you don't plan to be a ninja, why are you still practicing hard every day? Being an ordinary person in Konoha will not make use of these abilities. Close black lens bracket. Bai Yu. For the sake of others in Konoha, I am the leader of this group. I will definitely gain the combat experience, taijutsu, ninjutsu, etc. from my seniors in the future. I can't really just stay in Konoha village all my life and occasionally go out to play in the village. If I encounter danger, these skills will come in handy. Close black lens bracket. Bai Yu. However, a ninja student who has neglected his training has exploded with strength that he should not have. If Konoha finds out about it, it will definitely arouse suspicion. Close black lens bracket. Bai Yu. Do more show-offs on weekdays, and when the time comes, your physical skills will be shied away from your daily efforts. His ability in low-level ninjutsu was said to have been taught by his late parents during his lifetime. This will save you a lot of unnecessary trouble. Close black lens bracket. Bai Yu can master the ninjutsu that the group members rewarded in an instant. No practice is required at all. Just in case. Uchiha Izuna. This kid has such a delicate mind, I didn't even expect this. Close black lens bracket. Golden Horn. This is the cautious thinking that only an excellent ninja can have. Close black lens bracket. Ginkaku. This kid is good, but it's a pity that he was born in the dark Konoha, so he can only walk on thin ice and live cautiously. Close black lens bracket. Uchiha Shisui. It's always the people who are dark, not the village. Ginkaku. Don't overgeneralize. Close black lens bracket. Senju Tobirama. All your cleverness is used in intrigues and unskilled winemaking, it's a waste of talent. Close black lens bracket. First cage. There is no way, didn't Bai Yu group leader say that he doesn't want to be cannon fodder? Close black lens bracket. Senju Tobirama. If everyone is so selfish and no one is willing to contribute, how can it be decent? Close black lens bracket. First cage. The group leader said that everyone has their own ambitions, and he also admitted his selfishness. What else do you want? Instead of making high-sounding sarcastic remarks here, how about passing on your forbidden technique to the group leader and letting him lead Konoha to dominate the world? Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Close black lens bracket. A debate about the right and wrong of Bai Yu's choice started again, but this time it was obviously different. Some seniors have already begun to speak to Bai Yu. Perhaps it was indignation. Or maybe, it's a sign of goodwill. After all, the existence of chat groups is too magical. As the leader of the group, no one can say how far Bai Yu will grow in the future. For now, it's not a crime to please. But don't offend, and occasionally show your kindness tactfully, it is always harmless, and the advantages outweigh the disadvantages. Haha, these guys. Bai Yu glanced at the chat group and ignored it. After practicing, I took a shower. I packed a few bottles of wine and headed to Ichiraku Noodle House. You adults, it must be a nice treat to drink a glass of sake while eating noodles. While adding products to Ichiraku Noodle House, it can also increase my income. At this moment, the Hokage office. A black shadow suddenly flashed. Master third generation, Bai Yu has completed his training and brought his newly brewed wine with him to the Ichiraku Noodle House. I know, let's go down. Sarutobi Hiruzen waved his hand. Also, there is no need to monitor him anymore. Yes. Taking a deep breath of cigarette, Sarutobi Hiruzen's cloudy old eyes narrowed slightly. After a long while, he sighed. I haven't seen such an infatuated little guy in many years. He can really give up the glory of becoming a ninja for the one he loves. But, after practicing hard every day, he still can't let go, right? He still wants to become a ninja, right? Bai Yu is definitely the first person in Konoha who has received the will of fire education for many years but dropped out before graduation. Such abnormal behavior. Naturally, third generation became suspicious. After sending someone to observe secretly for a full month, they came to the conclusion that the child was too infatuated. It can also be seen from this that Bai Yu is right to be cautious. If you make the slightest mistake, you will be invited to drink tea. Forget it, let him go. With worries and weak willpower, even if such a person becomes a ninja, he will sooner or later make major mistakes in the mission. After smoking a bag of cigarettes, Sarutobi Hiruzen put Bai Yu's incident behind him. Sit back at your desk and get busy. 8. This is a real ninja. I want him. 8/10. Brother Bai Yu, you are here. At Ichiraku Noodle Shop, a chorus chuckled, smoothed his hair on his forehead, and wiped the sweat with the back of his hand. Although the two have never expressed anything to each other, Chongpu is obviously closer to Bai Yu than to others. Yes. Bai Yu nodded with a smile and placed a few bottles of sake on the table. Uncle Shuda, do you want to try the wine I brewed myself? I can't tell you have this skill. Okay, let me try it. The uncle opened the bottle of wine with a smile, took a sip, and immediately praised it. Clear, soft, refreshing, good wine. These bottles of wine are given to you individually, uncle. In the future, I plan to brew them in batches. While selling them myself, I will take some of them to your noodle shop. I will be responsible for the production and you will be responsible for the sales. Whatever you earn money, 50 to 50. Good things don't worry about no one buying them. It's useless for Bai Yu to ask for so much money. So I only chose 55 and only distribute my own sake at Ichiraku Noodle House. I only take 50% of the sales, that's not good. The hand-beating uncle refused again and again, thinking that it was too much of a loss for Bai Yu. In Ninja Village, wine is the most worry-free thing to sell. Especially good wine. This is the world of ninjas. Ninjas are always on the verge of life and death. In their spare time, drinking a glass of wine, numbing themselves and forgetting their sorrows is the best choice for many ninjas. It's easy to talk about. If you think the sharing is inappropriate, we can talk slowly in the future. Let me get me a bowl of pork miso ramen first, uncle, my stomach is growling. Bai Yu said with a smile. Money matters are easy to talk about. If you really feel that 50 to 50 points is not appropriate for beating the uncle with your hands, Bai Yu will not force it. To him, earn less or more, it doesn't matter. There is no need for too much false prevarication. Making each other feel comfortable is the most important thing. Haha, wait a minute, the interview is coming. Uncle Shandai smiled and looked at Bai Yu, then at his daughter. Bai Yu's voluntary withdrawal from school caused a small disturbance in Konoha. Many people have also heard some rumors and know that Bai Yu chose not to be a ninja because of a chorus. Of course Uncle Handbeat has also heard of this legend. It was just a junior matter and he didn't want to get involved. If the daughter really likes her, there is nothing wrong with waiting a few years and Bai Yu being a few years older to fulfill their good wishes. What's more, this future son-in-law seems to be very talented in business. Soon, the hot ramen was served. After Bai Yu finished eating, he chatted with Calamus for a few more words and then returned home. Uzumaki Kushina. Bai Yu, why did you leave so soon? Why don't you stay with your Calamus for a while? Close black lens bracket. Bai Yu. I'm only 12 years old. Even if we express our feelings to each other, we can't get married immediately. This kind of thing can't be rushed. It will be done as a matter of course. Close black lens bracket. Uchiha Makoto. I didn't expect you to be quite a patient person. Close black lens bracket. Bai Yu. Haha, thanks to the two seniors. Okay, it's getting late. I'm going to rest. See you tomorrow, seniors. Close black lens bracket. After saying that, Bai Yu went to the tatami. He closed his eyes, closed the chat group, and fell asleep. Uchiha Shisui. This boy is not simple, he can really keep his composure. Close black lens bracket. Senju Hashirama. Well, it has been more than a month. As the leader of the group, he is neither humble nor arrogant. He has never asked us for any benefits or rewards. It seems that he really wants to be an ordinary person. Close black lens bracket. Senju Tobirama. Humph, he doesn't want it now just so he can get more in the future. Close black lens bracket. Uchiha Izuna. Nonsense, who doesn't want to be invincible in the ninja world and become the pinnacle existence? Close black lens bracket. Namikaze Minato. Bai Yu's talent is limited. If we don't do anything, he may live a peaceful life in Konoha. Maybe we should give him some relatively powerful abilities and take the opportunity to let him venture into the outside world. The training of fire and blood can best train people, and at the same time, we can see his character more clearly. Close black lens bracket. Uzumaki Kushina. I agree. Close black lens bracket. Senju Hashirama. Well, I think so. 1 month is not long, but I feel that at least I can see that Bai Yu is a kind person and not an evil person. Close black lens bracket. Senju Tobirama. No way. This kid is too scheming, maybe he was just pretending to deceive us. Close black lens bracket. Uchiha Izuna. What are you in a hurry for? 4th generation suggestion is to give some relatively powerful abilities, relatively, you understand. Besides, speaking of scheming, how can a person without scheming become an excellent ninja? Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Hyuga Hazashi. What should I give as a gift? This is also a problem. If Bai Yu shows his abilities that he shouldn't have in front of others, it will cause endless trouble. Close black lens bracket. Senju Hashirama. Yes, it needs to be carefully studied. The gifted ability cannot be too strong or too weak. And it can't arouse people's suspicion when used. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Close black lens bracket. Bai Yu fell asleep. The Konoha seniors in the group discussed the gift. Early the next morning, Bai Yu got up, washed up, and set up the stall, then opened the chat group and took a few glances. But I soon lost interest. After all, there are too many people in the group. It's not just the elite ninjas. There are also wandering warriors and civilians, too numerous to count. 10 years ago, the rules were set in the group. During the day, the ninjas spoke. At night, civilians communicate. When the rules were first implemented, some people did not obey them. After all, they are all dead, who is nobler than whom? Why should Laozi be controlled when he speaks? Laozi said it. But soon everyone discovered that without the constraints of rules, no one wanted to have a good chat. The information is too fast to be distinguished by the naked eye. Gradually, everyone started to follow the rules. And it breaks down many small rules. For example, only people from the Fire Nation can speak. Only people from the Kingdom of Wind can speak when they are ugly, etc. It wasn't until Bai Yu, a live person and group leader, joined the group that the rules changed again. That is, when Bai Yu is awake, only ninjas can speak if there is no important matter. After Bai Yu falls asleep and there is no major event, civilians can speak at different points in time according to the country where he was alive. One night, more than tens of millions of information. So Bai Yu simply ignored it. He started practicing physical skills on his own. About half an hour or so, Naruto's angry shouting came from the distance. Hey, old man, if you dare to call me a short winter melon again, believe it or not, I will smash your bottle. Beside him were Kakashi, little Sakura, and Sasuke. And a drunken old man wearing a straw hat and smelling of alcohol. Naruto, pay attention to your attitude. He is our client for this mission. Kakashi glared at Naruto with helpless eyes, and then said, I'll buy a few bottles of wine from Bai Yu and drink it on the road. You guys wait for me at the entrance of the village. The taste of sake is something Kakashi will never forget. So much so that he, who seldom drank alcohol, wanted to take a few bottles with him to drink on the road. Although as a ninja, you should not drink while performing tasks. But for Genin, who still reads pornographic books while on a mission, it's not a big deal. Here at Kakashi, rules are meant to be broken. You little melon are really a ninja. Kid, are you really good at it? I doubt you can really guarantee my safety. Hiccup, Dazna burped drunkenly, with a look of disgust on his face. He really felt that this group of people was unreliable. At this moment, when he heard Kakashi wanted to buy a drink, Dazuna couldn't help but turn his head and take a look. I was immediately attracted by Bai Yu, who was performing physical skills in a fierce and vigorous manner. Look at Bai Yu, who has a slender figure, strong muscles, and looks fierce as hell. Looking at Naruto, who was short, childish and not very smart, Dazuna felt unbalanced. That one is the real ninja. These 3 kids around me are all cool. Sure enough, if the money is too little, Konoha will not be interested in doing things. Fool me with parallel imports. I want this. Dazna pointed at Bai Yu under the breath of alcohol and said loudly, I don't want short winter melon, I want him to escort me. ... Please give me flowers, monthly tickets, and support for the new book. Thank you to those who like this book. 9. Flying Thunder God Technique. 9/10. Hey, smelly old man, stop looking down on others. Being looked down upon, Naruto was furious and furious. Mr. Tazuna, that guy is not a ninja. He has no obligation to escort you. Even if Kakashi Jonin comes forward, he can refuse. Sasuke put one hand in his pocket and said calmly. HMPH, I don't care. I'm going to replace the short winter melon with that person. Dasna sat down on the ground and started to move. Acting like a scoundrel, who wants a bad one when there are good ones? Bai Yu's sales are much better than Naruto's. For the same price, of course Dasna wanted to choose one that looked more reliable. Damn it, stinky old man, if I don't teach you a lesson today, you don't know how powerful I, Uzumaki Naruto, am. Sakura-chan, don't stop me, I'm going to beat him up. Ouch, the ninjas of Konoha beat up the old man. Is this how you Konoha treats your clients? Why don't you wait for me to go out and help you publicize it? Quote. Looking at the berserk Naruto and the dishonest Tazuna, Kakashi had a black line on his forehead. In fact, dealing with such scoundrels is very simple. As long as he shows off his earth-shattering skills, Dasna will naturally stop yelling. Naturally, you will understand that it doesn't matter whether there are these genin or not, Kakashi is here. But the problem is, if that happens, this mission will be meaningless to Naruto and others. If they knew that Kakashi-sensei was invincible and could destroy the world with a Reikiri, they would no longer have a sense of crisis. Anyway, there is a teacher to protect me. Without the sense of crisis and lack of energy, the so-called experience really just means traveling and fun. Mr. Dasna, please don't make trouble unreasonably. The task has been entrusted. I don't care. I don't care. I want that person. I don't want the short winter melon. Kakashi. Have to. No oil or salt is allowed. Faced with such a rogue client, Kakashi also had a headache. Reason with him, he won't listen. Let's talk physics to him, but that's the client. Suzuki Hata. I asked why this person looked so familiar. It turned out to be Tatsuna, the bridge builder named by the boss to kill. Close black lens bracket. Third Reikage. Oh, do you know that old guy? And who are you? Close black lens bracket. Suzuki Hata. I just joined the chat group last night. Before my death, I was the president of the Nomino Country Shipping Company and a subordinate of Cardo. Close black lens bracket. Suzuki Hata. Cardo used his financial resources and violence to control all maritime transportation in the country of waves. For an island country like the country of waves, controlling sea transportation means controlling the country's wealth. Everything that belongs to the government and the people. Close black lens bracket. Suzuki Hata. However, as long as the bridge construction in Wave Country is completed, his plan would be ruined, so Kato invited elite Jonin, Demon Mochi Zabuza and other ninjas to prepare to assassinate Tatsuna. Close black lens bracket. Uzumaki Kushina. One of the second batch of the 7 ninja swordsmen, Momochi Zabuza. Close black lens bracket. Namikaze Minato. Well, it seems that the client concealed some facts. Otherwise, Konoha would not send Genin with the team for such a dangerous mission. Close black lens bracket. Senju Tobirama. Bai Yu, report this matter to Konoha quickly to avoid unnecessary sacrifices. Close black lens bracket. No one in the group doubts Kakashi's ability. However, the situation is completely different when taking 3 oil bottles to fight against the famous 7 ghost swordsmen. Maybe Kakashi will even die because of being dragged down by Naruto and 3 other subordinates. Bai Yu. Second generation, give up on this idea. I will not tell anyone the existence of the chat group and all the related secrets in it. Do you think I didn't die quickly enough? Close black lens bracket. Don't say anything will happen to Kakashi and others during this trip. Even if Kakashi would die during this trip, Bai Yu would not be able to put himself in a dangerous situation. Report to Konoha. What are your sources of intelligence? Can't explain it. Tell me about the chat group. That's even more rusty. Senju Tobirama. Damn it. You selfish brat, Konoha is not as dark as you think. Tell the monkey everything clearly and I will keep you safe. Close black lens bracket. Second generation is not irrational. But I really saw the huge value from the chat group. If Bai Yu can inform Konoha senior management about the chat group, there will be a lot of maneuverability. First of all, ban all members except Konoha. Then, for example, Cardo's subordinate just now. Countless people die every day across the country. Every person who dies has his or her own secret. Konoha is equivalent to mastering the entire world's information. It's a pity that Bai Yu can't do what he wants. Uchiha Shisui. Nadime, you forgot one thing. Danzo still has an opportunity to use distinguished heavenly gods. After the chat group is exposed, Danzo will definitely control Bai Yu, who is the group leader, and the consequences will be disastrous. Close black lens bracket. Senju Tobirama. Oh, that's right, I forgot about that bastard Danzo. Close black lens bracket. Second generation couldn't help but smile bitterly. The existence of the chat group allowed him to see clearly the face of his ambitious traitor. Namikaze Minato. Kakashi's trip is too dangerous. Bai Yu, can you join their team? Close black lens bracket. Senju Hashirama. Yes, Bai Yu should also come with you. We discussed last night that we will give you new power. As long as you are here to protect Naruto and the others, Cassie can deal with Zabuza wholeheartedly. Close black lens bracket. The seniors are still very confident in Kakashi's strength. The only thing I worry about is, he was just afraid that he would have to take care of Naruto during the decisive battle with Zabuza. Bai Yu. I won't go. Close black lens bracket. No one expected. Bai Yu refused so decisively. Bai Yu. If I want to protect Naruto and others, I need strong power, and strong power is obviously not what a person with mediocre talents like me should possess. Close black lens bracket. Bai Yu. If you really want me to go, seniors should first give me a strong enough self-protection ability, such as 4th generation's Flying Thunder God technique. Close black lens bracket. Senju Tobirama. Impossible. Wishful thinking. Close black lens bracket. 2nd generation suddenly became anxious. Flying Thunder God technique. You can attack when you advance, and you can run when you retreat. Escape to the ends of the earth in 1 second. It can be said that once you master the Flying Thunder God, basically no one in the current ninja world can control Bai Yu. Bai Yu. Just let the seniors be happy. Anyway, I will never step out of Konoha before I have enough power to protect myself. Close black lens bracket. Bai Yu. Invincible in the ninja world, being arrogant among the others is a kind of life, I like it. Close black lens bracket. Bai Yu. Living a plain and comfortable life is also a kind of life, and I like it too. Close black lens bracket. Bai Yu. This is not a threat, it is true. Everything depends on the seniors' choices. Close black lens bracket. As soon as this statement came out, the entire chat group fell into silence. If you don't have enough self-protection, you will never leave Konoha. Moreover, the so-called power of self-preservation is at least as good as mastering the Flying Thunder God. The seniors were silent. The appearance of Bai Yu and the reward function gave Konoha seniors endless hope. As long as Bai Yu is recognized by everyone, the seniors hope that he will immediately become a peerless strongman, led Konoha to unify the ninja world, and spread peace to the world. But the problem is, the qualities that Bai Yu currently displays are not enough for his predecessors to place chips on him. What if Bai Yu is a deeply hidden evil person? What if, after gaining powerful abilities, he does evil? Very confused at the moment. Don't give Bai Yu a powerful technique. Bai Yu has explained that he will never leave Konoha in his life. And with his own little talent, he would never have the so-called power of self-preservation in his life. The desire to restore the glory of the number 1 ninja village and world peace can really only be a wish. In addition, Bai Yu did not leave the village, so Kakashi and others' trip was full of dangers. The enemy had a calculated plan but not a good one. It was a narrow escape. Here you go, another big gamble. Because once the Flying Thunder God is obtained, no one can restrain Bai Yu anymore. It doesn't matter if you give it, and it doesn't matter if you don't give it. Konoha's seniors are worried to death. Ha, so sweet. Bai Yu picked up the orange juice and took a sip, quietly waiting for the seniors' decision. And at this time, Kakashi glanced at Bai Yu helplessly. Bai Yu, this client is too difficult to deal with. I want you by name. This trip is just a C-level mission, and we will not encounter ninjas. Besides, my presence is enough to protect your safety. How about accompanying me to the country of waves and teaching you some ninjutsu as a reward? 10. Take my strength and move towards a new chapter. 10 out of 10. Not interested. Bai Yu refused flatly. Low-level techniques are useless to me, and relatively advanced techniques are equally useless to me because I can't learn them at all. With your talent, it is true. Kakashi pondered for a moment and continued, how about exchanging it for money? I will share half of my bounty with you, which is enough for you to rent a shop and open a tavern. Quote. C-level mission, bounty is 30,000 minus 100,000 taels. In terms of price, a bowl of the signature Ichiraku ramen only costs 60 rai. Kakashi's half of the bounty, even excluding the share given to Sasuke and the others, is enough for Bai Yu to rent a shop and open a tavern. I only make money to survive. As long as I have enough money to spend, I can make a lot of money by setting up a stall in front of my door. I won't go. Bai Yu shrugged. I don't care. I want him to escort me. I want him. I am the client. I have the right to choose. Dazna's shouts continued to sound. Kakashi. Damn it. These two guys are both useless. Dazna acted dishonestly and refused to listen. Bai Yu even teaches ninjutsu and refuses to do it, even if he is given money to do it. Everyone in Kakashi is numb. Seeing his appearance, Bai Yu found it funny. After all, the famous copy ninja rarely fails. Suddenly, Bai Yu was stunned. Immediately afterwards, waves of mysteries came to my mind. The muscles all over the body began to move rhythmically. Muscle memory injected. The world in front of me seemed to have changed. Everything becomes clearer and clearer. This is Flying Thunder God. Bai Yu swallowed. Open the chat group and take a look. As expected. Tip. Namikaze Minato, a member of the group, rewards the group leader for the ninjutsu, Flying Thunder God technique. Close black lens bracket. Tip. Namikaze Minato, a member of the group, rewards the group leader, combat experience. Close black lens bracket. Two prompts sounded one after another. Fourth generation not only presented Bai Yu Flying Thunder God technique. It also comes with a lifetime of combat experience. It can be said, at this moment, except for having too little chakra, Bai Yu's accomplishments as Flying Thunder God are already the same as those of 4th Hokage. And combat experience is not just the experience of Flying Thunder God. And experience in close combat physical skills. Experience in controlling combat timing. And intuition gained through lots of experience and more. With this wave of gifts, Bai Yu's comprehensive strength has been improved in all aspects. Namikaze Minato. Bai Yu, I chose to give you power not just for the safety of Kakashi and others. More because I trust my instincts and believe you are a good boy. Close black lens bracket. Namikaze Minato. I believe that the Flying Thunder God will cut off all the cowardice in your heart. Go ahead and take my power to a new chapter in your life. Close black lens bracket. 4th generation is as gentle as ever. Although Bai Yu can't see it. But she seemed to feel his smile secretly. Bai Yu. Thank you, Mr. 4th generation, for your trust. I may not be a purely good person, but rest assured, I am by no means a bad person. I won't use your power to do anything wrong. Close black lens bracket. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. It's been a month since I came to the ninja world. Bai Yu has never felt so safe. Now that Flying Thunder God is with him, he can finally let go of his hanging heart. At least he has real self-protection. At least you can run away when you can't beat him. The kind that no one can stop. Senju Hashirama. We always say you are cowardly, but us old guys, how can we not be the same? It's time to take the first step. Close black lens bracket. 1st generation is very emotional. Gifting it to the Flying Thunder God is not an easy decision to make. Just now in the group, he nodded. Otherwise, 4th generation will not make its own claims. Someone has to be the first to break the situation. The future of the ninja world and Kakashi's safety all depend on Bai Yu. I have to say that 1st generation is still very courageous, directly overcoming all opinions and making the final decision. Senju Tobirama. Boy, don't be too proud. Although you have completely mastered the Flying Thunder God now, your chakra is limited after all. If you dare to do evil, you will still be trapped in a cocoon, so you can do it yourself. Close black lens bracket. Chakra is Bai Yu's biggest shortcoming right now. This is also one of the reasons why 1st generation dared to let 4th generation send Flying Thunder God. With Bai Yu's chakra, I'm afraid it will be completely consumed once it is used. It may not be able to be used even once. Of course, when the Flying Thunder God really needs to be used, as long as it is not used for evil purposes, the seniors will naturally give him chakra without hesitation. Bai Yu. I'm not that stupid. Okay, let's not talk about our seniors for now. Close black lens bracket. After taking my mind off the chat group, Bai Yu glanced at Kakashi who had a headache. 3 eyes facing each other. Just as he was about to speak, Kakashi spoke first. Kid, you like Iris from Ichiraku Noodle House, but you haven't had a formal relationship, right? Yes. Bai Yu nodded and glanced at him suspiciously, wondering what kind of medicine was sold in the gourd. Haha, do you know what girls like most? Kakashi asked. Girls like flowers, nice clothes, sweets, pets. Bai Yu said with her fingers. That's right, it's a pet, Kakashi said mysteriously. If you are willing to accompany me to deal with this difficult client, I will teach you summoning technique. Summoning technique is not difficult to learn, no matter how stupid you are, anyone can learn it. At that time, you can summoning many cute puppies to please Miss Calamus. Kakashi was really speechless by Dazuna. If not, he didn't want to waste time with Bai Yu, a cowardly guy who didn't even dare to be a ninja. Not to mention teaching him any ninjutsu. Cute puppy. Bai Yu pretended to be thoughtful and interested, but secretly cursed Kakashi as a shady guy. Those ninja dogs have nothing to do with being cute. Although you can buy pets with money, the significance of ordinary pets cannot be compared with summoning beasts. Kakashi saw that there was a way, and quickly struck while the iron was hot. Besides, if Miss Akoris knew that you would go to any length just to make her smile, after all the hard work of traveling to the country of Bo, you will definitely be moved beyond measure. Okay, I agree. Bai Yu gritted his teeth, as if he was completely convinced. Haha, okay, without further ado, pack up and go with us. Kakashi smiled and secretly said that a kid is a kid, he is so easy to deceive. True to his word, 10 updates were achieved on the first day, begging for all kinds of data. 11. The life of a companion is priceless, please give me flowers. In short, if you don't protect me, I will die. It doesn't matter. You don't have to take it to heart. Even if I die, the only one who will cry will be my lovely grandson who just turned 10. Okay, There's nothing we can do, then let's continue to protect you. Kakashi sighed and said a little sadly. That's right, just now, Brother Ghost and Brother Ghost intercepted him halfway. After Kakashi pressed him, Dazuna told him about Cardo and other related matters. Uchiha Makoto. Sasuke performed very well and is worthy of being the top student of this class of ninja school. Close black lens bracket. Uchiha Fugaku. Compared to his brother, he is still far behind, but he can still pass. Close black lens bracket. Uzumaki Kushina. My Naruto is not bad either. Although he was a little timid and frightened at first, he just pricked his palm, washed away his cowardice with his own blood, and regained his courage. Close black lens bracket. Namikaze Minato. Well, Naruto is good. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Close black lens bracket. The seniors saw everything that just happened through Bai Yu's shared vision. As Ming Zuo's parents, I am naturally pleased. And comparing the two. Bai Yu's reaction made some seniors unhappy. Senju Tobirama. Bai Yu, why are you so cold-blooded, little brat? Kakashi was killed in front of you just now, and you were indifferent. While the other children fought back, you just watched from the side, not even that little Sakura. Close black lens bracket. Senju Tobirama. Brother, I really suspect that you made a wrong decision and misunderstood. Flying Thunder God's forbidden technique, which is so powerful, should not be handed over to such a guy. Close black lens bracket. Sasuke performs well against the enemy. Little Sakura protected the client, Tatsuna. Although Naruto was indifferent, that was because he was too scared to move, and he also proved his courage and determination to change by self-mutilation afterwards. But Bai Yu is completely different. He stood by and watched very calmly and calmly. The nature is different. Bai Yu. Going together as the famous copy ninja, Sharingan Kakashi Jonin. As long as he is here, how can a few minions make any waves? There is absolutely no need for me to take action because that would increase the risk of exposure. Close black lens bracket. Bai Yu. I have gained a lifetime of combat experience from the 4th generation, but Sasuke and the others are here just for training. What's the point of their experience if they need my help with everything? What was the point of Kakashi Jonin taking them out of the village? Doesn't this deprive them of the opportunity to grow? Close black lens bracket. Bai Yu. 2nd generation, I understand all these principles, and you don't understand them either. You have some preconceived notions, and you have a very bad impression of me, so whatever I do will make you unhappy. It's so sad that you are blinded by prejudice and don't realize it. Is this the spirit of 2nd Hokage? Not necessarily too small. Close black lens bracket. Ban or something. Bai Yu didn't bother to use this little trick. Just be reasonable and reasonable. Sure enough, his words resonated with many people. Uchiha Izuna. Haha, idiot Tobirama has always been like this, willful and self-willed. Bai Yu is right. If he takes action, it will increase the possibility of exposure and deprive Naruto and the others of the opportunity to experience. Tisk tisk, dignified Hokage, number 12-year-old kid would even consider it. It is comprehensive and far-reaching, and it really deserves the title of Shaying. Close black lens bracket. Senju Hashirama. Tobirama, I feel it too, you always target Bai Yu, don't do this again. Close black lens bracket. Sarutobi Lake Biwa. I agree with Bai Yu's motive of standing aside this time. Ninjas should think about everything that may happen in advance. Close black lens bracket. Golden Horn. I feel like this kid is much more sensible than 2nd Hokage and has a better understanding of the overall situation. I am very glad that it was Senju Tobirama who ruled Konoha instead of Bai Yu, otherwise, Konoha would be even more powerful. Close black lens bracket. Silver Horn. Ha 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 ha. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket Senju Tobirama. Close black lens bracket. 2nd generation was ridiculed to shame. Especially the divine assist from Golden Horn and Silver Horn. It made him feel extremely ashamed and angry. Am I worse than a child? Damn it. Now that the matter has come to this, 2nd generation has nothing to say. I had to stay silent and act like a diving toad. But I am reflecting in my heart, maybe. I do have a prejudice against Bai Yu, maybe. I am really wrong. On board. Kid, you were very calm just now. Can you tell me why you didn't panic at all and didn't take any action? Bore. Kakashi opened a bottle of sake, took a sip, and asked seemingly casually while reading the pornographic book. You only asked me to accompany you, and you didn't say in advance that you wanted me to contribute. Besides, just a summoning technique is not worth my life to fight. Bai Yu replied. Haha, what a Philistine and selfish brat. Kakashi chuckled, and then said, I want to hear the truth. The truth is, if the famous copy ninja, elite Jonin Kakashi Senpai, is easily killed by those two guys, then no one present will survive. On the other hand, if Senior is not dead, then everyone will be fine before Senior dies. In this case, the so-called struggle and action are meaningless. As long as you stand where you are, you can survive the crisis safely. Oh, the dead fish eye exposed in the air opened slightly, and Kakashi turned his attention from the book to Bai Yu. You smart kid, how can you be sure that I won't sacrifice you to protect myself? After all, to Konoha, the value of an elite Jonin is far more than that of a Genin. Even if 100 Genin's lives are exchanged for one elite Jonin is also worthy. Kakashi asked with interest. Because you are Kakashi. Bai Yu glanced at him and said, because you are Kakashi who has lost his most cherished partner. People, only when you have really lost once can you know how to truly cherish. The life of an elite Jonin is very precious. But in the eyes of Kakashi Senpai, the lives of his companions are priceless. Once upon a time, the genius Kakashi suddenly became depressed for many years. There must be a reason. Some things about him are no longer secrets in Konoha, and even many ordinary people have heard of them. So what Bai Yu said doesn't arouse any suspicion. The lives of my companions are priceless. I can't tell you, you are still a very interesting kid. The sadness in Kakashi's eyes flashed away, and he sighed softly, withdrew his gaze and put it on the book again. Your observation and analysis skills are very strong, you are calm in situations of chaos, you are calm inside, and your attainments in taijutsu and ninjutsu are far beyond those of ordinary genin. Although you did not take the graduation examination and dropped out of school, if you want, I can follow you. Mr. Third generation applies to allow you to enter my class as an exception. Yes, Kakashi has developed a love for talent. The outstanding ninja qualities displayed by Bai Yu are second to none. The main thing is that sentence, the life of a companion is priceless, which made Kakashi's impression of Bai Yu change 180 degrees. 12. 8 Inner gates, my rules are rules. I appreciate the kindness of my predecessors, but I have no interest in becoming a cannon fodder ninja. Bai Yu said lightly. Cannon fodder. Kakashi was not angry when he heard this, but raised his eyebrows. A selfish brat like you should be also very conceited. Why do you feel inferior to yourself? How do you know that you will not become an elite in your own right in the future? Kakashi Senpai, the ninja world pays attention to bloodline and inheritance. Just like a bottle, how much water it can hold depends entirely on its size. Bloodline inheritance determines a person's upper limit. For example, if an ordinary person cultivates for a lifetime, he will not have as much chakra as a teenage child of the Uzumaki clan, let alone the inheritance of various blood inheritance boundaries. If hard work is useful, what else is there for a genius to do? Cannon fodder is cannon fodder. After working hard, it just becomes a relatively stronger cannon fodder. I am afraid of death and have not lived enough, so I can only refuse the kindness of my seniors. Finished talking. Kakashi hasn't expressed anything yet. Naruto was the first to sit still. Hey, what are you talking about? You're such a cannon fodder. Why don't you have any awareness of being a ninja, you bastard? Naruto pinched his waist with his left hand and pointed at Bai Yu with his right hand, his face turned red with anger. I'm not a ninja. Bai Yu shrugged and said with a smile, I'm not a ninja, so I don't have the consciousness to be a ninja. Isn't this reasonable? Naruto. Well, I'm not a ninja, so I don't have the consciousness to be a ninja. This seems to be okay. But. Scratched his head. Naruto wanted to find something to say to refute. But I can't think of it. Obviously, its CPU is on the verge of burning out. Bai Yu, you are right. Sasuke put one hand in his pocket, admiration flashing in his eyes, and the wind blew his hair. Ordinary people should have your level of awareness. If hard work is useful, you need to be a genius. Do what? A very smart kid. Kakashi snapped his fingers, looked at Bai Yu and said, as a Jonin of Konoha, such words should not come out of my mouth, but I have to admit that you are right, and ordinary ninjas can only serve as cannon fodder when war breaks out, but. Kakashi paused. He sighed and said, but do you know? Those so-called cannon fodders, they themselves know that they are cannon fodder, but they will still risk their lives because they want to protect the village and the people who are important to them. Kid, through what you said, the ninja's intuition tells me that you may not be selfish, but you just don't have any sense of belonging to Konoha. That's why you take yourself as the starting point in everything, and anything that touches your interests. Kakashi's words hit the nail on the head. Even Bai Yu didn't expect that he could penetrate his heart. As a time traveler, there is no one in this world who has less sense of belonging than Bai Yu. Yes, it's true that there isn't one now. Maybe there will be one in the future. Bai Yu chuckled. All your relatives have died, and you don't have any close friends in school. You were born in a relatively peaceful era and have no sense of belonging to the village. It's not that you can't understand it. Kakashi patted Bai Yu's shoulder lightly and said, to express comfort. Not having a sense of belonging to Konoha is not a sinful thing, it's not even unusual. If everyone was 100% loyal, there wouldn't be so many rebellious ninjas. People will always find the pure land in their hearts, they will always find people who are worth risking their lives to protect, and they will always find a place to belong to. Little devil, I wish you can get rid of loneliness as soon as possible and get rid of true loneliness. Kakashi's single eye curved into a crescent moon. He handed the sake forward in his hand. Thank you. Bai Yu took the wine and drank it in one gulp. But my heart couldn't be calm for a long time. He never expected that the first person in the ninja world to understand him would be Hatake Kakashi. That kind of spiritual resonance, every word touched his heart. You are practicing every day, so you must be persistent in becoming stronger. But without the guidance of a teacher, your practice will soon reach a bottleneck, whether it is ninjutsu or taijutsu. If you are willing to endure hardship, I can recommend you to my guy Genin. He will usually teach you taijutsu when he is free. After figuring everything out and knowing that Bai Yu's so-called selfishness was due to his lack of belonging to Konoha, Kakashi's impression of him changed a lot. A little more appreciation. Otherwise, he would not have taken the initiative to specially recruit him into the class, nor would he have recommended him to learn from Might Guy. No. Bai Yu still shook his head. Except for Cloud Shinobi's ninja taijutsu based on lightning style, and Senior Might Guy's 8 inner gates, other taijutsu can't fundamentally change anything. And how can someone as passionate and energetic as Guy Senpai look down on a selfish and unmotivated guy like me who doesn't even want to be a ninja? Furthermore, even if I show my hardworking spirit, Senior Guy may not teach me 8 inner gates. This kind of forbidden technique, if he wants to pass it on, he has to get Hokage's permission, right? And how could Mr. Hokage allow such a thing to be passed on to me? How about passing the important forbidden technique to a person who has no sense of belonging to Konoha? With Kakashi's recommendation, even if Guy doesn't like Bai Yu, he will give him some face. But don't even think about 8 inner gates. And there are no 8 inner gates. There is no need for Bai Yu to hang out with Guy. Oh, you kid, you really have far-reaching thoughts, and you set your sights on the 8 inner gates at a glance. Kakashi smiled, but he didn't suspect anything. Back then, Might wore the 8 gate fully open, and was instantly youthful. This incident shocked the entire Konoha. It is also often used by many parents to motivate their children. Not much of a secret. You're right. Guy won't like a brat like you, let alone pass you 8 inner gates. Even if he wants to pass it on, third generation won't allow it, but. Kakashi opened another bottle of wine and raised it to his head. The sun shined through the bottle on his face. But, I can pass it on to you, provided you join my class and become my student. Don't you want to become stronger essentially? Don't you want to be cannon fodder? Now, I'll give you this opportunity to make a qualitative change. Isn't this against the rules? Bai Yu asked. Speaking of which, he was really moved. The seniors in the group even spread the word Flying Thunder God. What is this called? This is called a sunk cost, and it will definitely be invested again in the future. It is just a matter of time. 8 inner gates can be obtained by Bai Yu sooner or later. But the problem is, the chakra steam produced by 8 inner gates is too obvious, and if you can't explain the source, it will be a big trouble. But if there is Kakashi's teaching as a foreshadowing before this, then everything will fall into place. Huh, rules. Kakashi smiled disdainfully. Boom. The wine bottle was crushed in the air, and the pieces scattered all over the floor, but the wine floated in the air above Kakashi's palm, condensing and not dispersing. With a finger of his right hand, the drink slowly came to Bai Yu's mouth as if drawn by some magical force. Seeing this, Bai Yu opened his mouth very cooperatively and let the drink go into his throat. Kid, this is the first lesson I teach you. Rules. Are meant to be broken. 13. New members have the potential to become captains. Let me declare in advance that although I have joined your class, I will not go on missions. In your current state, I don't feel comfortable giving you any tasks. Just wait until the time is right. There's no rush. After the two of them finished chatting, they stopped talking to each other. One looked at the river quietly. One looked at the pornographic book quietly. What? Kakashi-sensei is so biased. Why can Bai Yu not go on missions and learn the powerful forbidden technique? Naruto hugged his shoulders and huffed. If you are good enough and lucky, you can also get such preference. Sasuke's face was calm, but his heart was a little sour. After all, in this group, he thinks he is the best. But now, it seems that the limelight has been stolen. Mr. Bai Yu, welcome to Class 7. Little Sakura extended her hand with a smile. Although we were all classmates once, according to the convention of this class, please introduce yourself and tell us your likes and dislikes. And dreams, how about that? Thank you. Bai Yu gently shook Sakura's hand and smiled. I like the freedom to do whatever I want and hate any form of restraint. My dream is world peace and a peaceful life. Mr. Bai Yu is indeed a special person. Even his likes and dislikes are so different, and his dreams are both great and ordinary. Little Sakura said, slightly surprised. Hearing this, Kakashi was indifferent. Sasuke hummed lightly. Naruto curled his lips. You arrogant bastard. Naruto loves the village deeply and naturally looks down on people like Bai Yu who have no sense of belonging to Konoha. The most important thing is that he even held little Sakura's hand, which was an unforgivable crime. Uchiha Izuna. I really can't figure it out. Why did Kakashi set his sights on Bai Yu? He did not hesitate to make an exception to accept a disciple and teach the forbidden technique. What did Kakashi focus on in him? Inexplicable. Close black lens bracket. Izuna asked the thoughts of many group members. This is what most people wonder. Hitaki Sakumo. I had a great influence on the child Kakashi. Because of me, when faced with the choice between the mission and his companions, Kakashi chose the mission and regretted it for the rest of his life. That's why he often says that people who abandon their companions are worse than beasts. Close black lens bracket. Namikaze Minato. Yes, when Bai Yu said, in the eyes of Kakashi Senpai, the lives of companions are priceless, it was destined that the two would form a fate, because Kakashi met someone who understood him. People. Of course, Bai Yu's excellent ninja qualities and his intelligence far beyond his peers are also important factors. Close black lens bracket. Senju Hashirama. Haha, Kakashi, this junior, is really discerning. He fell in love with the group leader of the chat group at a glance. Bai Yu's potential, because of the existence of this chat group, will become infinite. Close black lens bracket. Third Rakage. Haha, the guy who only shows one eye all day long must have a discerning eye, and he can spot it at a glance. Close black lens bracket. Rakage was in a bad mood. Bai Yu already possesses the Flying Thunder God and is initially recognized by Konoha seniors. Now I have Hatake Kakashi as my teacher, and I am about to master 8 inner gates. He is really worried about Cloud Shinobi's future. Ghost Lantern Phantom Moon. Haha, does Rakage also tell such cold jokes? Close black lens bracket. Second Tsuchikage. It's just that I feel panic when I see Konoha is about to rise because of Bai Yu's existence. We are all the same. There is nothing to hide. Close black lens bracket. First cage. Hey, close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Close black lens bracket. The other cages of the 4 ninja village side. But, there is nothing we can do. Uzumaki Kushina. The rise of Konoha is already doomed. I only care about Naruto now. He looks a little unhappy. Close black lens bracket. Uchiha Makoto. Sasuke seems to be jealous of Bai Yu too. Close black lens bracket. Uzumaki Mito. Naruto, that little guy, is afraid that Bai Yu will take away the girl he likes. Sasuke thinks that Bai Yu will steal his limelight. It is not difficult to see through the minds of such children. Close black lens bracket. Senju Hashirama. Yes, their minds are much worse than those of Bai Yu. Bai Yu is more like an adult and can even see things more clearly than many adults. Close black lens bracket. Uchiha Izuna. Yes, for example, he has a bigger picture and a bigger picture than the idiot Tobirama. Close black lens bracket. Senju Tobirama. Bastard. When you praise Bai Yu, you praise Bai Yu. Why do you always mention me? Close black lens bracket. Golden Horn. Hey, Master Second Hokage is angry. You often scolded Bai Yu before, but you never saw Bai Yu angry. On the contrary, you, the so-called senior, will get angry if someone says something to you. Close black lens bracket. Silver Horn. Second generation spirit is indeed too small. Close black lens bracket. Uchiha Madara. Haha, if he was brave, he wouldn't let my brother joke with him, but he directly killed my brother with a heavy hand. Close black lens bracket. Senju Tobirama. Nonsense. I didn't kill him. It was Izuna who was too injured and could not recover and died. Close black lens bracket. Uchiha Madara. Isn't that because of you? Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Close black lens bracket. Inexplicably, second generation was besieged by a group of members. It's a miserable loss. Bai Yu looked at the scene of second generation being besieged and smiled softly. Sure enough, justice prevails in people's hearts. Uzumaki Kushina. Bai Yu, are you looking at the chat group information? Close black lens bracket. Bai Yu. Senior Kushina, what's the matter with calling me? Close black lens bracket. Uzumaki Kushina. Bai Yu, can you tell Naruto secretly and tell him that you don't like little Sakura? I'm afraid this child will feel uncomfortable thinking about these things all day long. Close black lens bracket. Bai Yu. No problem. Close black lens bracket. Uzumaki Kushina. Thank you so much. Close black lens bracket. Bai Yu. It's a small matter, Kushina senpai, there's no need to be polite. Close black lens bracket. Little Sakura is not his cup of tea. It's no big deal to help Kushina once. At this moment, Naruto was still holding his shoulders, looking angry, and glaring at Bai Yu from time to time. Naruto, let me tell you something. What? I know why you are angry. Bai Yu smiled and put her arm around his shoulders, and said in his ear in a voice that only the two of them could hear. Don't worry, I don't like little Sakura. After finishing speaking, Bai Yu stood up straight and said to several people in a normal voice. As a new member, after this mission is completed and we return to the village, I will treat everyone to eat Ichiraku ramen. You can eat with ease, no matter what. Full. Yeah, that's great. Naruto was stunned for a moment, then cheered. The extremely threatening Bai Yu doesn't like little Sakura. And I want to treat you to ramen. These two things put together instantly greatly increased Naruto's favorability towards Bai Yu. Long live Mr. Bai Yu. Little Sakura also smiled sweetly. Seeing this, Sasuke felt slightly unhappy. As soon as Bai Yu joined, he gained favor with Naruto and little Sakura, and even seemed to have the potential to become the core of the team. This made him, who was proud of Uchiha, a little unbearable. But it was precisely because Sasuke had his own pride that even though he was unhappy, he did not express his rejection of Bai Yu explicitly. There is no ridiculous thought or behavior like trying to prove who is stronger through fighting. Bai Yu, I heard that you are going to date Uncle Shoda's daughter. Will you eat ramen for free from now on? Naruto asked with a smile. When we officially start dating, we definitely won't have to spend money, because that would be too unconventional. Bai Yu replied. Well, I really envy you. Naruto glanced at little Sakura without any trace, thinking how great it would be if little Sakura's family also opened a noodle shop. Hey, what do you think of Sasuke? Naruto said softly. Gloomy, indifferent, hiding things in my heart, as if I will never be happy. Bai Yu's voice was neither loud nor soft. Sasuke looked at him with a complicated expression and said nothing. What about me? Naruto looked expectant. What do you think of me? You are lively, cheerful, sunny and kind. Haha, you are quite discerning. Naruto was very happy and hugged Bai Yu's shoulders. That's the good thing about him, he doesn't hold grudges. Quite ungrateful. Within a few words, Bai Yu became a friend. You also think that guy is a stinker, right? Naruto murmured in a low voice, then we will join forces. If he dares to act wild, we will beat him up together. Naruto had his own little ideas. He asked Bai Yu how Sasuke was doing. He was ready to join forces with Bai Yu to deal with his love rival. HMPH. Sasuke snorted. Apparently Naruto's so-called whisper was not a whisper, and he heard it. No problem. Bai Yu agreed readily, but then frowned and said, but in that case, he will say that we bully the minority with more, and we will definitely not be convinced even if we lose. Yeah, why did I forget this? What should I do? Naruto grinned and scratched his head worriedly. Of course you have to practice hard and defeat him with your own ability, so that he will be convinced that he lost. The former Crane Tail has defeated the former chief student of the school in an upright and dignified way. This makes him even more impressive, isn't it? Bai Yuching smiled lightly. That makes sense. You are smarter, Mr. Bai Yu. Naruto's eyes were full of fighting spirit. After glaring at Sasuke, he vowed to practice hard in the future. And in his mind, he already imagined Sasuke lying in front of him with a bruised nose and face, and the shocked expressions of others. Hee, this guy is really good at coaxing children. Sasuke gave a rare laugh. He had personally seen Bai Yu coax Naruto around. You know, it is not easy to deal with a stubborn guy like Naruto. I didn't expect that this kid has the potential to be a captain. He is good at arousing the high morale in people's hearts in the best and fastest way. This kind of ability to incite people's hearts is not easy. Kakashi rolled his dead fish eyes and said lightly he glanced at Bai Yu. He felt more and more that his choice was the right one. Talents like Bai Yu should never spend their lives doing nothing. Not long after, the ship docked. Okay, let's all get off the boat. As soon as Bai Yu landed one foot, he noticed waves of mysteries filling his mind. He quickly glanced at the chat group. Uzumaki Kushina. Bai Yu, thank you for inspiring Naruto and inspiring his fighting spirit to work hard. Close black lens bracket. Tip. Group member Uzumaki Kushina rewards the group leader, combat experience. Close black lens bracket. Combat experience is such a thing, but the more the better, because Bai Yu is different from others. He can have multiple people at the same time, and even have the combat experience of countless people in the future. The accumulation of those combat experiences will improve Bai Yu's understanding of the human body, chakra, and ninjutsu to a qualitative leap. It is not impossible to use this as a foundation in the future to create more powerful ninjutsu and more powerful training methods. I haven't had time to thank you yet. The mother of another child also sent a request. Uchiha Makoto. Bai Yu, I can see that you are a very enlightening child. I wonder if you could help enlighten Sasuke too, even if it just allows him to come out of his haze a little bit. Don't worry, I will give you something just like Kushina. Close black lens bracket. The data hasn't changed all morning. Is anyone still reading it? Can you vote for some data to support it? Guys, please collect 4 monthly votes and update 20,000 words today. 14. Strengthening the body with the power of nature, permanent sage mode. Bai Yu, do you want to help Mr. Kakashi? That guy without eyebrows looks very powerful. Naruto said eagerly. Yes, Zabuza appeared soon after landing. And has already made contact with Kakashi. The two of them fought hard. We can't get involved in a battle of this level. Just stand aside and watch Senior Kakashi perform. Bai Yu said calmly, looking at the two of them casually. After gaining a lifetime of combat experience with the 4th generation and Kushina, Bai Yu found that his instincts had become terrifying. With just a pair of naked eyes, he could easily tell whether the person in front of him was Zabuza or Zabuza's clone. Including the flaws in the fight between the two. Kakashi and Zabuza are both elite Jonin level. A skill has been honed over time, and the flaws are very small. But Bai Yu can still find it. Now, my eyesight, experience, and intuition have all reached a very high level. All I need is hardcore physical fitness. Improving physical fitness through practicing physical skills is the only choice, but my body's strength is limited. Some things cannot be achieved by perseverance alone. Including 8 inner gates, whether the spell is powerful or not depends on the caster. I have to fundamentally change myself. In the original work, Sasuke achieved a qualitative leap in his physical skills in a short period of time through lightning-style training, but this was a bit eccentric and extreme. Get stronger. Sage mode. While watching the battle, Bai Yu thought about the path he would take in the future. Can't help but think of Sage mode. Ordinary chakra is obtained by mixing your own physical energy and spiritual energy. The magic chakra is formed by absorbing natural energy and completely integrating it. The three types of energy must be maintained in balance, and only 1/3 of each energy can be activated. More than 1/3 will be swallowed up by the force of nature. If it is less than 1/3, Sage mode cannot be activated. Sasuke, Cloud Shinobi's ninja, can forge his body with the lightning style, but his sword goes sideways, so why don't I try and see if I can forge my body with the power of nature? Bai Yu gained a lifetime of fighting experience from the 4th generation. Naturally, this also includes the experience of Sage mode. Coupled with his unconstrained thinking as a time traveler, a bold idea came into being. To enter Sage mode, you need to accumulate natural energy in advance to create magic chakra, because you will be distracted during fighting. If you create and fight at the same time, it is impossible to achieve a 100% balance among the three energies. And if I have enough combat experience and an understanding of the human body and the power of nature, I can ignore this. First, use the power of nature to exercise your body and essentially change your physical fitness. After adapting for a period of time, you may be able to keep yourself in Sage mode permanently. Strengthen your body with the power of nature. Keep Sage mode permanently. For anyone, it's all an impossible thing. But, Bai Yu is an exception. Who told him to hang up? You can try it after you return to the village. Although the prerequisite for absorbing natural energy is that you must have a strong chakra, otherwise you will be swallowed by the power of nature. But I have a lifetime of experience in 4th generation, and I can do it in every detail and under control, and I don't need any help from toad oil. Quote. Thump. Bai Yu was just thinking about it. Kakashi was accidentally knocked into the water by Zabuza. Senior Kakashi, let me save you. Bai Yu shouted and plunged into the water with a fierce force. When he looked up again, he saw Zabuza already appearing in front of him, his hands forming seals quickly. In an instant, a huge water prison imprisoned Kakashi and Bai Yu. Why are you here? Kakashi said anxiously. This is not a battle you can participate in. It is very dangerous. Now we are in trouble. Come to save you. Bai Yu said. Kakashi, help me. Asshole, you little brat, do you think I can't swim? Besides, I think it's much safer inside the water prison than outside the water prison now. Bai Yu pointed towards the distance. I saw Zabuza's water body rising from the ground and killing Naruto. Damn it, Naruto, you guys take Mr. Dazuna and get out of here. This guy is not something you can deal with. In order to trap me, he cannot leave the water prison, and the water body cannot be used if it is too far away from the main body, so, run. Kakashi ordered loudly. Boom. As soon as he finished speaking, Naruto, who rushed towards Zabuza, was kicked away by his clone, with blood pouring from the corner of his mouth. If I don't run, I will really die. Naruto's heart palpitated, but the first person that came to his mind was Bai Yu, who was in the water prison in the distance. Mr. Bai Yu is so afraid of death that he chose to rescue the teacher in a real life or death situation. How can I abandon teacher Kakashi and live alone? Sasuke, come here, I have a plan. Quote. The scene fell into a near-death situation, and even the seniors in the chat group became worried. Uchiha Izuna. What kind of copy of the ninja genius Kakashi can't even deal with Mist Shinobi's mere rebellious ninja? Does such a person deserve to have the eyes of my Uchiha clan? Close black lens bracket. Namikaze Minato. It is precisely because Sharingan placed too much burden on Kakashi that his strength has been very limited over the years. Close black lens bracket. Hatake Sakumo. After my death and the death of his companion, this child has been sinking for a long time and wasted a lot of time. Hey, otherwise. Third Raikage. What I can't understand the most is Bai Yu. Why did he jump into the trap on his own? With the combat experience of Namikaze Minato, you should be able to see that Zabuza is preparing to use the water prison technique. Close black lens bracket. Senju Tobirama. You little brat, did you put yourself in danger on purpose so that you could ask us for rewards? Close black lens bracket. Senju Tobirama. Deliberately leaving Naruto, Sasuke and the other children to face the terrifying Zabuza. If Minato and Kushina are soft-hearted, they will reward you again so that you can instantly have the power to defeat Zabuza, right? Close black lens bracket. As soon as the words of second generation came out, it immediately aroused the vigilance of many people. Yes, Kushina and Makoto love their children so much, can they really watch their sons die? At the critical moment, there is a high probability that you will be rewarded. And it's a reward for powerful ninjutsu. Even giving Sharingan away is not impossible. Bai Yu. Second generation, you have always been known for your iron-blooded skills and ruthless rationality, but unexpectedly, you are actually a coward. Close black lens bracket. Bai Yu. I just saw that Zabuza was going to use the water prison technique, so I jumped in. Otherwise, how could Naruto, Sasuke and the others get the maximum experience? The great terror between life and death is the greatest nourishment for the growth of ninjas. Flowers in the greenhouse will never become the climate. Close black lens bracket. Bai Yu. Naruto Sasuke. One is the only seedling of Konoha's Uzumaki clan, Ninetales Jinchuriki. One is Sasuke, the only one of Uchiha blood. Don't let them experience any danger. Do you want to destroy these two pieces of raw jade with unlimited potential? Close black lens bracket. This is his true inner thought. Enter the water prison. First, avoid exposing some of your strength. Second, experience Naruto Sasuke. Kill two birds with one stone, why not? Uzumaki Mito. Very good, Bai Yu, I am very happy that you have such an awareness. Close black lens bracket. Hataki Sakumo. Well, Bai Yu has the fighting experience of 4th generation and no longer needs any actual combat experience, but for Naruto Sasuke, this is a rare battle. Close black lens bracket. Sarutobi Bawako. Yes, the main body is of course not enough, but the clone is just right and is suitable for training them. Close black lens bracket. Uzumaki Kushina. I also agree with Bai Yu's idea. Although I love Naruto, I understand better that excessive doting does not mean loving him, but harming him. Close black lens bracket. Uchiha Makoto. Today's desperate struggle is to live a better life tomorrow. Bai Yu, I don't blame you either. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket Senju Hashirama. Well done boy. Also, Tobirama, I don't want to say it a second time that you don't have a child who is sensible yet. There are so many juniors in the group watching, so don't discredit the Senju family's IQ. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket Senju Tobirama. Close black lens bracket. Well, 2nd generation has been highlighted again. Especially when the eldest brother of 1st generation said that I don't have enough IQ. This is really a shame. But it's hard to argue with anything at this moment. He could only sigh and use Bai Yu's eyes to keep an eye on the external war situation. Kid, aren't you most afraid of death? Why did you come over to help me just now? Kakashi was helpless and touched by Naruto Sasuke and others' behavior of not giving up on their companions and insisting on fighting. At the same time, I don't understand Bai Yu's behavior. Because this is too abnormal. If you die, who will teach me 8 inner gates? Bai Yu said matter-of-factly. But 8 inner gates also require fortune telling. With your character, you shouldn't come here and take risks. Besides, you can't save me with your strength. Kakashi's eyes flickered with suspicion. Your real purpose is what? With Naruto's strength, they can't defeat Zabuza at all. If you want to ask me what my purpose is, why not ask Naruto first what is their purpose of staying instead of running away? Bai Yu asked in reply without answering. This is a conversation technique. Because Kakashi's logic is completely flawless. No matter what reasons Bai Yu gave, they couldn't be consistent. After all, the impression he left on Kakashi was that of an egoist born out of a lack of belonging. The effect of rhetorical questions is different. Sure enough, when Kakashi heard this, an imperceptible touch flashed deep in his eyes. So, in the face of a real life and death situation, this selfish brat still can't let go of his companions, right? I really didn't misjudge the person. He is also a guy who values the lives of his companions more important than his own life. Kakashi sighed in his heart. Yes, at this moment, Bai Yu was imagined by Kakashi to be the kind of person who is cold on the outside and warm on the inside, with a hard mouth and a soft heart, who cherishes his companions. Because Bai Yu clearly had a chance to escape just now, but he didn't escape. Because there is no other better explanation. It's because of adversity that we can see true love. But how could he know? Bai Yu had already marked Flying Thunder God in advance. After all, he is not sure whether his presence will cause a butterfly effect and bias the plot. If there is really danger, use Flying Thunder God to escape from the scene in minutes. There is no way. The bond between Bai Yu and these people is not deep yet, and now it is impossible for him to truly risk his life for anyone. I can only be a hypocrite, for the time being. 15. Want a share of the pie? Okay, add money. Third Raikage. He is worthy of being a descendant of the Uzumaki clan. He is only 12 years old and possesses such a huge chakra. The number of shadow clones will definitely put many Jonin to shame. Close black lens bracket. Senju Hashirama. Yes, but the most valuable thing is this courage. Naruto has grown a lot. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket Uzumaki Kushina, as expected of my son. Close black lens bracket. Naruto cast multiple shadow clone and fought with Momochi Zabuza's water clone. Many seniors in the group highly praised his courage, but still did not think highly of him. Senju Tobirama. They are also clones, but the gap in strength cannot be made up by numbers. Naruto will be defeated if he can't hold on for long. Close black lens bracket. Bai Yu. No, Naruto's purpose is not to defeat Zabuza at all, because that is unrealistic. Didn't anyone discover that Naruto's body was missing during the fight? Close black lens bracket. Hyuga Hazashi. Shadow clone, neither the Byakugan nor the Sharingan can see through it, but Sasuke has clues. He did not use the ninja scroll, but a huge shuriken appeared out of thin air in his hand. Could it be Bai Yu? That's right, Naruto knew that his clone couldn't help Zabuza, so it was just a cover-up. His real purpose was to use the combination of clone technique and transformation technique to break the water prison technique by surprise, because the only way to do it was to rescue him. Senior Kakashi is the one who can truly turn the tide of the battle. Close black lens bracket. As soon as the sentence was uttered, the answer was revealed. Sure enough, the huge shuriken suddenly turned into Naruto's shape in the air, and with the throw of a kunai, Zabuza had to let go of the hand that controlled the water prison technique. Kakashi, out of trouble. Senju Hashirama. What a clever tactic. I never thought that the simple combination of clone technique and transformation technique could exert such great power. Close black lens bracket. Third Raikage. That kid Naruto is not simple. He is calm in the face of danger. He can come up with such tactics in a flash of lightning. It is a stroke of genius. It is truly a stroke of genius. Close black lens bracket. Jin Zhao. I think Bai Yu is the most difficult guy. Naruto's plan was not even noticed by us experienced ninjas, but Bai Yu saw through it at a glance. Close black lens bracket. Ginkaku. Yes, Bai Yu seems to be born for ninjas. His fighting skills are too high. It's a pity, it's a pity. Why are all geniuses born in Konoha? Asshole. Close black lens bracket. Ginkaku spoke out the thoughts of the other 4 ninja villages. Yes, why is there always so much talent in Konoha? The moment he got out of trouble, Bai Yu grabbed Naruto's collar, stepped on the water, and stepped ashore in 2s and 2s. Well done Naruto. Bai Yu praised generously. Hee. No, Naruto smiled and scratched his head, but he was very proud of himself. He glanced at little Sakura inadvertently. This time he gained a lot of authority, and he thought that the person he loved would definitely look at him with admiration. However, Sasuke-kun looks so cool throwing shuriken. Haruno Sakura had little stars twinkling in her eyes. Naruto's heart felt so cold. Hateful. Gritting his teeth, Naruto rolled up his sleeves and rushed forward to fight Zabuza desperately. It must be that my performance just now wasn't amazing enough. If I try harder, little Sakura will look at me differently, right? Okay Naruto, take a break. Bai Yu took his arm. Just watch Senior Kakashi perform next. That is not a battle we can participate in. Snort. Naruto was unhappy, and little Sakura was staring at Sasuke like a nymphomaniac. Sasuke glanced at Bai Yu with a complicated expression. Hey, Bai Yu, if I read it correctly, can you walk on water? The 3 little ones have not yet been trained in chakra control, so Bai Yu's operation is simply incredible in Sasuke's eyes. Yes, Bai Yu smiled and said, this is just one of the basic uses of chakra. Just concentrate it on the soles of your feet. Oh, Sasuke nodded lightly and looked at Bai Yu with an increasingly weird look. This guy is so smart that even Kakashi Jonin likes him. In terms of using chakra, he is even better than himself. What is it about him that I don't know? Water style Zoo water dragon bomb technique. While they were thinking about it, the 2 people on the water had a final showdown. 2 huge water dragons collided, and the sky seemed to be raining heavily, with water droplets splashing everywhere. When all the dust settled, Zabuza had been knocked into a big tree by water style, and his body was nailed with kunai. At the same time, Tsusenbon came out of the air and plunged straight into his neck. Died. Yes, he is indeed dead. A sudden voice sounded, and when he looked up, he saw a guy wearing a mask standing on the tree. Thank you so much. I've been looking for an opportunity to kill Zabuza. That mask is, are you from the Mist Shinobi Ninja Pursuit Unit? Kakashi glanced at the man. Yes, it is my mission to hunt down the defecting ninja Mist Shinobi. Is your battle over here? But I still need to dispose of the body, because it contains too many secrets. Bai hasn't finished speaking yet. Then he saw an afterimage flash past. Body flicker technique. A flash of silver light revealed that the dagger in Bai Yu's right hand was dripping with blood, and he was holding a human head in his left hand. You, what are you doing? Bai exclaimed, and the majestic murderous aura flowed out of his body uncontrollably. This was something he had already discussed with Zabuza. If he couldn't defeat Kakashi, he would fake his death. Shiro's Tsusenbon were pierced into special points on his neck, so Zabuza was actually feigning death. But unexpectedly, the plan was about to succeed, and Kakashi didn't stop him, but a kid killed him halfway. What are you doing? Bai Yu chuckled and said, a group of us worked hard to defeat this guy, and you just want to take away his body and get a share of the pie with just a few words. The famous demon Mochi Zabuza, his head is very valuable. Well, you can take the body with you, I will keep the head in exchange for money, or if you have enough money on you, you can buy it. As he spoke, Bai Yu shook Zabuza's head. Kakashi had just had a fierce battle, opening Sharingan and using advanced water style, the burden was too heavy. It is estimated that in a few minutes, he will collapse on the ground, and it will be impossible to defeat Shiro who has the blood inheritance limit. But don't forget, there's Naruto. Once he goes berserk, even Bai, who has the limit of blood inheritance, will not be able to bear it. So Bai Yu is not afraid of angering Bai at all. It's too troublesome to hit twice and then not kill. Why bother doing it twice when you can kill it once? 16. I came out to fool around, who do I need to answer to? What What's your name? Shiro picked up Zabuza's headless corpse, and there was a sinister look in his eyes under the mask. Zabuza is the meaning of his existence. This revenge must be avenged. But at this moment, with the copy ninja Kakashi on his side, Bai seemed to have no chance of winning. Instead of losing his life in vain, it is better to keep a useful body so that he can avenge Zabuza-sama in the future. My name is Bai Yu. Okay, you helped me kill Zabuza. I will remember this, love. Bai took a deep look at Bai Yu and was about to leave, but was stopped. The body can be taken away, but the knife can be kept. Why? The beheading sword belongs to me, Miss Shinobi. Does Konoha want to start a war with me, Miss Shinobi? Shiro was going to bury Zabuza with that sword. It's a joke. You put on a mask and say you're Miss Shinobi, then if I put on a shadow hat, can I say I'm 5th Hokage? Bai Yu said calmly. Either, the knife stays. Or, you stay with the knife. Asshole. Bai was so angry that he gritted his teeth and wished he could kill Bai Yu right now. But how did he know that Kakashi was exhausted? Being thrown into the trap of rat, he had to put down his beheading sword and left with only Zabuza's body. Thump. As soon as Bai left, Kakashi collapsed on the ground, rolled his eyes and fainted. Sharingan is overused. Hatake Sakumo. It was really a near-miss battle. Sharingan has placed too heavy a burden on Kakashi. If we delay for a while, today may not end well. Close black lens bracket. Senju Tobirama. Yes, but. Bai Yu, you bastard, how can you be so cruel? Even if you don't kill him, you still want to kill him. He is too murderous and too violent. Brother, such a person cannot be entrusted with important responsibilities. Never grant him any more powerful ninjutsu in the future, otherwise it will definitely bring disaster to the ninja world. Close black lens bracket. Senju Hashirama. This, boy Bai Yu, what you just did is indeed biased. The dead person is the most important, so there is no need to insult his body anymore, right? Also, the decapitating sword is one of Miss Shinobi's 7 ninja swords. If you take it, it will indeed cause some trouble for Konoha. Close black lens bracket. This time, not even first generation stood by Bai Yu. After all, his behavior seems to be excessive. Seeing this, Bai Yu raised the head with thousands of books in front of his eyes. Bai Yu, you may have some misunderstandings about me, but I won't go into details. I would like to ask the senior of the Hyuga clan, who is the grandmaster of human acupuncture points, to say a few words. Close black lens bracket. Hyuga Hazashi. Acupuncture points. This is, can't go wrong. Shodai, these 2 acupuncture points cannot kill anyone at all. It penetrated the neck. It looked scary, but it was not fatal at all. I understood that Zabuza was cheating to death. The guy who just claimed to be Miss Shinobi's pursuit team is on the same team as Zabuza. Close black lens bracket. Hyuga Hazashi. Fortunately, Bai Yu was decisive and cut off his head in time, turning his fake death into real death. Otherwise, Kakashi's physical strength will be exhausted, and if he doesn't kill him, the consequences will be unimaginable. Close black lens bracket. What? This surprise is no small matter. After reading Hyuga Hazashi's speech, many people felt a little scared. Namikaze Minato. It was so thrilling. Bai Yu, well done. Thank you. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Sarutobi Bawako. What a keen insight. That guy Zabuza deceived all of us, how disgusting. Close black lens bracket. Uzumaki Kushina. It turns out that classmate Bai Yu was not brutally murdered. Nadaime, you wrongly blamed him again. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Senju Tobirama. Close black lens bracket. Hard. The fist is hard. Hot. My face is so hot. Second generation was so embarrassed that he wished he could die all over again. Was he proven to be inferior to that brat again? Senju Tobirama. Humph. Even so, the owl leader's matter can be explained, but if you take Miss Shinobi's ninja sword, aren't you afraid of causing a dispute between the 2 ninja villages? How will you explain to Miss Shinobi then? Close black lens bracket. Although the second generation man was dead, he still had a tough mouth. Unable to lose his face, he used a beheading knife to question him. Bai Yu. Zabuza is a traitorous ninja. Strictly speaking, he is no longer a member of Miss Shinobi, so the beheading sword is only our trophy. Furthermore, I came out to mess around, who do I need to answer to? Close black lens bracket. Bai Yu. Do you like to play the game of returning the original items? Okay, first let Miss Shinobi return the tailed beast that Shodai gave to them, and I will offer the decapitating sword with both hands. Close black lens bracket. Bai Yu. Second generation, you have always been known for your iron-blooded tactics. Why are you so hesitant and so weak? Close black lens bracket. What he said was so reasonable and well-founded that second generation was silenced at that time. Am I weak? Who doesn't know that among all the Hokages in history, I am the hardest? But at this moment, second generation really has no shame to speak anymore. The more it speaks now, the more embarrassing it becomes. Uchiha Izuna. Handsome boy. Especially that sentence, I came out to mess around, who do I need to answer to? So cool. Close black lens bracket. Uchiha Madara. Oh, this sentence is somewhat interesting. Konoha has been weak for a long time, the fourth generation is kind-hearted, and the third generation is feminine. If this kid can become the fifth Hokage, then the ninja world will be lively. Close black lens bracket. Hatake Sakumo. Yes, this little guy Bai Yu is terrifyingly calm and rational. At the same time, it is not difficult to see his inner strength. If these qualities are supplemented by strong strength, there is hope for the restoration of Konoha. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Close black lens bracket. There were endless compliments, and most people in the group were impressed by Bai Yu's performance. But at this moment, Bai Yu didn't have time to talk to the big guys. Instead, he patted Naruto and Sakura on the back with 2 hands. Vomit. Mr. Bai Yu, you are too cruel. You, vomit. Where have the 2 little guys seen this scene before? That's not a chicken head or a duck head, that's a human head, a bloody human head. Just cut it off as you said. This scene is too bloody. Bai Yu can adapt to it because he has a lifetime of fighting experience in the 4th Hokage and has long been immune to such small scenes. Sasuke also wanted to vomit, but he was holding it back. The honor of the Uchiha clan did not allow him to act like a child. Vomit. Finally, Sasuke couldn't control his turbulent stomach. The other end. In the chat group. Momochi Zabuza. Where is this? Am I not already dead? Close black lens bracket. Yes. After Zabuzaga is gone, I was automatically pulled into the group chat. 17. Bad guy, how presumptuous you are. 3/10. I'm much better, thank you, Mr. Bai Yu. Little Sakura wiped her mouth with the handkerchief she brought with her, and subconsciously took 2 steps back to stay as far away from Bai Yu as possible. Even Naruto looked at him with a little more fear. This guy would behead anyone he said. He was so cruel. He was definitely a dangerous guy. Why do you do that? Sasuke held Kakashi with one hand and looked at Bai Yu with puzzled eyes. In his impression, Bai Yu had always kept a low profile except for the incident of dropping out of school. At least he didn't seem to be the kind of cruel guy. It's very simple. Bai Yu pointed to the 2 sanban on Zabuza's neck. These 2 acupuncture points are very special. Even if they penetrate the person, they will not die. The one wearing the mask is the same as him. Is he faking his death? That's right. Bai Yu nodded. Senior Kakashi is not from the Uchiha clan, Sharingan has too heavy a burden on him, nah. Bai Yu always had Kakashi like mud on Sasuke's shoulders. If I don't strike first, and the man wearing the mask finds out, Kakashi-senpai will be at the end of his crossbow, and then we will all be in danger. Since he has traveled so far, not much has changed in the plot, but it is hard to say whether there will be a butterfly effect. So it's always a good idea to be cautious. Those who are with Zabuza are definitely not ordinary people. Bai Yu, aren't you afraid of angering his accomplices? Sasuke asked. What are you afraid of? He doesn't know where Senior Kakashi's shortcomings are. The famous copy ninja Kakashi didn't fall down for even a second, so the younger ones don't dare to make mistakes. Sasuke stopped talking after hearing this. He just felt more and more shocked. This guy seems to know Sharingan very well, and he is also extremely courageous. No, it's not so much courage as it is courage. There was a fighting spirit in his heart for no reason. Except for fighting, Bai Yu seems to be able to outdo himself in every aspect. Sasuke wanted to prove through a battle that he, a descendant of Uchiha, was stronger than him. Unfortunately, now is not the time. That's it. I thought Mr. Bai Yu was that kind of cruel person. It scared me to death. After hearing the conversation between the 2, little Sakura patted her small mouth and let out a long sigh of relief. After all, it would be terrible if your teammate was a murderous devil. Fortunately, Bai Yu is not. Wow, Bai Yu, you know a lot. If it weren't for you, we might have been in big trouble again. You did a good job. Naruto patted Bai Yu's shoulder in appreciation as a big brother. But, do you really want to hold this head all the time? It's too scary, just throw it away. Naruto said with lingering fear. This is all money, how can you throw it away so easily? Bai Yu said with a smile. Here in Momochi Zabuza, there must be many people on the black market offering rewards, this can be exchanged for a lot of money. Money. Upon hearing this, Naruto was no longer sleepy. How much can I exchange for? I don't know. I haven't heard of it, but if you eat a bowl of Ichiraku ramen every day, the bounty will probably be enough for you to eat for decades, or even a lifetime. Nani. Swallowing subconsciously, Naruto rubbed his little hands and approached Bai Yu and said, can you share some of the bounty with me, Mr. Bai Yu? Of course. Killing Zabuza is everyone's credit. Speaking of which, I just made one last stab. When we get the bounty, we will split it equally with Kakashi-senpai. Great. Naruto danced excitedly. Unexpectedly, after completing a mission, I realized the freedom of Ichiraku ramen. Isn't this beautiful? At this time, little Sakura also came over. Jun Bai Yu, the bounty, do I have a share? During the battle, little Sakura barely exerted any effort, so her confidence was somewhat lacking. But who doesn't love small money? Little Sakura is no exception. Of course, everyone has a share. Wow, long live Mr. Bai Yu. Little Sakura also cheered. Damn it. This guy. Sasuke bit his lip, feeling jealous. What he was jealous of was not love, but the fact that the light in the team should belong to him. But now, Bai Yu has become the core of the team, and everyone, including Mr. Kakashi, is surrounding him. It was an inexplicable feeling of being isolated. What about me? What about me? Hearing that there was a lot of money, Dasna also came up to him with a smile. What's the matter with you? Bai Yu frowned and glanced at him. Just take a rest and go. You lied about your commission level and almost killed everyone. You bad guy, you are really bad, and you still have the nerve to come and share the money. How presumptuous of you. He doesn't accept moral kidnapping. Kakashi and Naruto may be able to forgive the old guy, but Bai Yu is not interested in him. Big guys, it's the end of the month, do you still have monthly passes? Let's get together, collect 5 monthly passes today, and complete 10 chapters before 12 o'clock, I will do what I say. I beg the big guys for your support. 18. Iron-blooded tenderness, so you are good at this. 4/10. Momochi Zabuza. Group leader. Bai Yu. That little guy, no wonder he was able to see through the plan of me and Bai. It turned out that a group of elites were giving him advice. Close black lens bracket. After Zabuza joined the group for a while, he roughly understood the special nature of this group. Deng even felt that he would die without regrets. Ghost Lantern Yu. No, you are wrong. The only one who saw through your plan from beginning to end was that little guy. Close black lens bracket. Momochi Zabuza. Is that so? Haha, what an incredible little kid. Close black lens bracket. Zabuza smiled bitterly. He did not make any nonsense remarks such as, what? Impossible, I don't believe it. Because there is no need for the dignified second Mizukage to lie to him, and there is no shortage of geniuses in the ninja world. Momochi Zabuza. Bai Yu, can you see what I said? Close black lens bracket. Bai Yu. Yes, close black lens bracket. Momochi Zabuza. I am Shiro, comrade, the one wearing the mask of the Mist Shinobi Pursuit Force. He will definitely seek revenge from you. Can you be merciful and let him live? Close black lens bracket. Even if he died, Zabuza would completely take off the mask in his heart. The bond between him and Shiro was very deep, but he had concealed it very well in the past. I just hope Bai can live well. Bai Yu. No problem, but you need to give me a reason to be merciful. Close black lens bracket. Tip. Group member Momochi Zabuza rewards the group leader with ninjutsu, water style Zoo Water Dragon Bomb technique. Tip. Group member Momochi Zabuza rewards the group leader with ninjutsu, water style, Great Waterfall technique. Tip. Group member Momochi Zabuza rewards the group leader with ninjutsu, Mist Shinobi, silent killing technique. Open black lens bracket. Close black lens bracket. Mist Shinobi technique, water body technique, water prison technique, mist teleportation technique, lifetime combat experience, Shikara. Momochi Zabuza. Is this reason enough? Close black lens bracket. Zabuza gave everything he had learned in his life to Bai Yu without reservation. Senju Tobirama. Hello, new guy, you're crazy. Who allowed you to reward him with these things? Do you know that random rewards can lead to many unimaginable consequences? It might endanger the entire ninja world. Close black lens bracket. Second generation can't stand it any longer. He was unhappy with Bai Yu because of his preconceived ideas, but in the final analysis he just hated Bai Yu's selfish mentality. To put it bluntly, Bai Yu is a citizen of Konoha. Second generation hopes that Bai Yu will become stronger and hope that he will one day lead Konoha to glory. But not now. Momochi Zabuza. I can reward you if you want. Doesn't it have to do with you? The safety of the ninja world has nothing to do with me. Close black lens bracket. Tip. Group member Senju Tobirama was banned by the group owner for 24 hours. Close black lens bracket. Bai Yu. Well said. Very good, Zabuza, I accept your sincerity. Close black lens bracket. Zabuza's generous rewards directly raised his combat effectiveness to another level. In terms of water style, it's basically full. I know all the ninjutsu that I need to know. The combat experience is even more terrifying. You must know that Zabuza is a pure killer. The combat experience is extremely aggressive and fierce. As for second Hokage, Bai Yu has tolerated him for a long time and thinks he is quite generous to him. If you repeatedly stop yourself from becoming stronger, you will have to be silenced and warned. Momochi Zabuza. Group leader, regarding Shiro, I have a request. Close black lens bracket. Bai Yu. Just say it. Close black lens bracket. Momochi Zabuza. If one day, Shiro comes to you, I hope you will not defeat him too quickly. It is best to be evenly matched with him and let him lose. That is, I hope you can always give him revenge. Hope, otherwise, the child might commit suicide. Close black lens bracket. He understands too well. I am the meaning of living in vain. And revenge is Bai Yusheng's goal. Only by protecting this target, Bai will not commit suicide because there is no hope of revenge. Bai Yu. Okay, I agree. Close black lens bracket. No matter how generous he is, Bai Yu will not be stingy either. Momochi Zabuza. Thank you very much. Close black lens bracket. Kaiden Genzuki. Hey, I can't tell. Zabuza, a guy like you also has a gentle side. Close black lens bracket. Third rakage. Haha, iron-blooded tenderness. You and Bai must be very affectionate, right? Close black lens bracket. Sarutobi Bawako. Is there any need to say that? I really envy this kind of love. Hey, I miss that smelly monkey in my house. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Close black lens bracket. Everyone in the group started joking. No one is going to accuse Zabuza of anything, everyone is dead, everything returns to dust, and there is absolutely no point in discussing what was right and wrong in life. Uchiha Makoto. Zabuza, are you married to that guy named Haku? Have children. Close black lens bracket. Momochi Zabuza. No, Shiro is a boy. Close black lens bracket. Crowd members. What? So this guy Zabuza is good at this. The taste is a bit unique. I received 3 monthly passes at once, thanks to the big guys whose names start with Gox. There are still 2 more to go. I'm going to crowdfund the big guys and get 2 more monthly passes. I will complete 10 chapters before 12 o'clock tonight. 19. Borrow some money. I want to buy a head, 5/10. Ghost Lantern Wanyu. How old is Bai Bai? Close black lens bracket. Momochi Zabuza. Similar to Bai Yu and others. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket third rakage. What a beast. Close black lens bracket. Kanakaku. Well, you Zabuza, I can tell by your eyebrowless look that you are not a serious guy. Close black lens bracket. Silver Horn. Not bad. Die pervert. She only likes men, but she also attacks a boy in his early teens. Close black lens bracket. Uchiha Fugaku. This, Zabuza's taste is a bit strong, but it's understandable. Close black lens bracket. Uchiha Izuna. Well, the people at Mist Shinobi have some extreme personalities and are full of perverts, but I still can't accept love between men, just like my brother and first generation. Close black lens bracket. Senju Hashirama. Hello, Izuna. Don't talk nonsense. When did your brother and I have love? Close black lens bracket. Uchiha Madara. Bastard Izuna. What's wrong with me here? Close black lens bracket. Momochi Zabuza. The relationship between Shiro and I is just a pure friendship. How could I fall in love with a child? Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Close black lens bracket. The group became a mess. Seeing Zabuza, first generation and others who were anxious and frantically defending themselves, Bai Yu smiled from ear to ear. Jun Bai Yu, what are you laughing at? Beside Kakashi's bed, little Sakura glanced at Bai Yu doubtfully. Ah, it's nothing. I suddenly thought of something happy. Now, Kakashi-senpai is awake. Well, my head hurts. Kakashi opened his eyes with difficulty and said feebly, I'm afraid I have to rest for a week to recover. By the way, Bai Yu, I remember you chopped off Zabuza's head. Yeah, right there. Bai Yu pointed to Kakashi's left side. Kakashi turned his head. Although he was used to seeing life and death, he was still shocked to find a human head next to his head. You guy. A dead fish eye looked at Bai Yu full of complaints. Haha, I was really scared. Little Sakura covered her mouth and snickered. Kakashi-sensei, this was Naruto's idea and has nothing to do with Mr. Bai Yu. Hearing this, Kakashi looked at Naruto. Naruto put his hands in his pockets, raised his chin slightly, and looked very proud. Obviously, being able to scare the teacher was a great sense of accomplishment for Naruto. Bai Yu, why did you? When little Sakura saw Kakashi's questioning look, she was the first to speak. Kakashi-sensei, you don't know, Bai Yu is so amazing. He could see at a glance the two Senbonbu fatalities stuck in Zabuza's neck. The man wearing the mask is in the same group as Zabuza. Fortunately, Mr. Bai Yu was decisive and chopped off his head, otherwise, we would be in big trouble. Sakura, who was promised an equal share of the bounty by Bai Yu, has a sharp increase in her favorability towards Bai Yu. So he took the initiative to assume the role of commentator. I see. Kakashi murmured and nodded slightly, with a look of appreciation in his eyes. Very good, but there are some details that I don't really agree with, teacher. What details? As for the bounty for Zabu's head, I don't think it's appropriate to share it equally. After all, I contributed the most in this battle, so I'll take 80% of it, and you guys will share the rest equally. Everyone, please, do you want to say this nonsense seriously? What? Mr. Kakashi is still grabbing money from us kids, damn it. Naruto stared, one hand pinching his waist and the other pointing at him. Teacher, you are too stingy. Little Sakura curled her lips and was a little dissatisfied. Ha ha ha. Kakashi smiled unkindly. ... The other end. Inside the house, smoke filled the air. Cardo was sitting on a chair, smoking a cigar and enjoying the massage from the beautiful woman behind him. HMPH, after I deal with Tatsuna, I can completely control the entire country of waves. I hope that loser Zabuza won't let me down again. Suddenly, Kato raised his eyebrows. The air in front of him fluctuated, and an ice mirror appeared out of thin air. Then, a masked ninja stepped out of it. Mission accomplished. He knew Haku, the little follower around Zabuza. Failed. HMPH. I knew Zabuza couldn't believe that good for nothing. I bragged about how powerful I was, but, now that I failed, why did you come to me? Do you still have the nerve to come to me? Kaduo blew out a puff of cigarette on Bai's mask and asked with an unhappy face. I need money. Bai said seriously. How could he allow the body to be buried without beheading and separating it? Bai Yu had already promised that he wanted the head and had to pay enough money in exchange for it, but Bai Yu had no money and thought he was no match for the copying ninja Kakashi. I can only find someone with money to borrow some money to buy it. You still have the nerve to ask for money from me. You're a waste. Zabuza is a big waste, and you're a little waste. Let Zabuza come over here and see me. Oh. A white hand grabbed Kato's throat. Give me all your money, and don't doubt the Mist Shinobi ninja's abilities. If you refuse, you will be worse than dead. Please give me 2 monthly passes. Guys, we are just 2 monthly passes away from today's 10 update plan. 20. Collapsed Sasuke, 6/10. Fushi Hu Pan Lu Guan Hu Liu Su Fushi Yin Jing Rakuten Travel HK, 1,262 Hong Kong dollars Rakuten Travel, Ri Ben Xing Ne Ling Xian Wang Shang Lu Xing Shi. Teacher Kakashi, is there really nothing wrong with your body? Didn't you say that you need to rest for a week to recover, so why don't you start practicing now? Naruto asked with concern in the woods. Well, no problem. Besides, it's you who need to practice, not me. Naruto. It makes so much sense, I can't refute it. Bai Yu, when you fought Zabuza before, you could walk on water. You have obviously mastered the control and use of chakra. I now appoint you as the squad leader of Class 7. Next, it is up to you to train them, starting from stepping on trees. After finishing speaking, Kakashi ignored Bai Yu, who had a black look on his face, and walked directly to the side, found a big rock to sit down, and read the pornographic book comfortably. He suddenly felt that the decision to recruit Bai Yu into the class was too wise. With Bai Yu here, he could save a lot of trouble. No, now he would be the boss. Little Sakura and Naruto didn't think there was anything wrong. They felt from the bottom of their hearts that Bai Yu was better than themselves. But Sasuke was not happy. Why is he the squad leader? Before, Bai Yu only had a vague intention of becoming the core of the team. But now, he has completely become the squad leader. Although Sasuke is usually very aloof, his mind seems to be far beyond that of his peers. In fact, he still cares about these vanities. He didn't care before because no one in Team 7 was better than him, but now, Bai Yu's superb ninja qualities have given Sasuke a sense of crisis and a desire to compare. Everyone is of the same age, and as a member of the Uchiha clan, he will never allow himself to be compared to others. Well, just because he was appointed by me, and I am your guide Jonin, my words are orders. Kakashi said calmly, with a hint of partiality in his words. I'm not convinced, Sasuke said stubbornly. In fact, he wasn't very happy with Kakashi either. A foreigner, but has an eye that belongs to Uchiha. That's it, then it's a bit difficult to handle. Kakashi turned over a page of the book without looking at Kaido. Since you are not convinced, then you have a fight with Bai Yu. Whoever wins will be the squad leader. How about? It's what I asked for. Sasuke sneered. Immediately he looked at Bai Yu with provocative eyes. Mr. Bai Yu, do you dare to fight? Bai Yu. Bai Yu glanced at Kakashi's back speechlessly. Did this guy do it on purpose? Did he want to take the opportunity to see how much he weighed? Forget it, let me stretch my muscles with you. Fire style Zoo Great Fireball Technique. Welcome Bai Yu. It was an oncoming scorching fireball. Sasuke's move is his ultimate move. Bingo. Seeing the sea of fire drowning Bai Yu's figure, Sasuke's eyes burst with excitement. Snort. Mentally mature. Have super high ninja qualities. So what? Between ninjas, the competition is ultimately about combat power. In the face of absolute power, everything is empty. However, it's over. A faint voice sounded behind Sasuke. He looked down at the cold kunai under his neck in disbelief. How is this possible? When? Sasuke swallowed subconsciously. If Bai Yu was an enemy, would he be dead now? Nothing is impossible. It's just the most basic body flicker technique and clone technique. The moment you release the Great Fireball technique, your line of sight will be temporarily blocked. Taking advantage of this gap, Bai Yu first used the clone technique to stay in place and be confused. You, follow Shun right behind you, it's that simple. Kakashi chuckled and said, now, are you convinced? Kakashi said it calmly, but he was slightly shocked in his heart. The moment when the line of sight is blocked, it is easy to say, but it is very difficult to control the timing here. And don't forget, as soon as Bai Yu agreed to the duel, Sasuke released the technique. In other words, the reaction time left for Bai Yu is very short. To make a counterattack plan in such a short period of time and execute it smoothly to defeat the opponent is a quality that many Chunin do not have. In Kakashi's view, Bai Yu does not have any actual combat experience, so this is just the instinct of the body. This guy was really born to be a ninja. Unparalleled fighting talent. I was defeated by a mere clone technique and body flicker technique. Sasuke's voice was trembling. His expression was even more lost. I lost. Lost to a peer. Losing to a wimp who dropped out of ninja school. Hateful. Sasuke gritted his teeth and shed 2 tears. I can't even beat a guy like Bai Yu, so why talk about killing Uchiha Itachi in the future? If you can't kill that bastard brother, what's the point of living? Sasuke's original intention to duel with Bai Yu was to prove that he was stronger than him, which was a kind of vanity. But at this moment, he no longer cared about being embarrassed or not. The strong sense of frustration and despair for the future made him almost collapse.